crimes. Alright, I messed up a little bit there, but alright, we are live. You know what I am saying? Yeah?
You can't prove that.
The first time ever, I'm doing a live stream. This is crazy.
Wow, your first time?
Yeah?
Gosh, this is gonna fucking suck.
Whoa, calm down, lady. Whoa. Watch the language, okay? Act like a
get us demonetized.
You acting a fool. Yeah. Alright, so...
Yeah, this is the most monetizable channel. The most
monetizable show. Very monetizable.
Yeah. So... What's up, guys? What's up, Billy Boy Blue and everybody else in the chat? Wait, you guys talk. Make sure the audio's fine.
Test 1 2.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. All right.
You motherfuckers hear me?
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna. Yes. See, Skabibi knows the name of the channel or the show.
There we go.
Explore with us instead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot
exactly.
At the end of this, I'll put their links in the description. I forgot to do that before this, but I always.
After you finish watching it with us, you can go watch it again.
Yeah. It's even better without us.
Our interpretation.
But yeah. Hope everybody's doing good. We're gonna cover 3 stories instead of 1. Like whenever we used to do this, I used to just do 1, but these are 3 kind of shorter stories. So,
real quick, not yet, Scap, to answer your question, but I am actually going to be playing that here pretty soon, like within the next week.
Before we dig into this thing, I'd say
yeah.
it bears worth mentioning that if this is your first time watching this podcast, this is not your grandma's true crime podcast. We do go forward with all due respect to the victims of said crimes, but we're apt at saying some maybe off-color things because, well, sometimes the best way to cope with trauma is...
yeah, we make jokes like South Park or something like that. If you can't handle South Park or Family Guy humor and stuff with these, then this isn't the right channel for you or the right show. Dirt makes such good points. So, all right, let's get it started. Which this one, I'm not 100% sure if we've covered this one before, but I still did it. I think we may have covered this a long time ago, but still might be new to a lot of people.
I didn't know what to do anymore, so I just snapped. See my grandpa's head, boom, pull the bolt back. I'm thinking, how fast am I gonna run? I was like, if anyone in that house deserved it, I did. He just dropped, and I heard blood just
You do
pouring
indeed,
out of his head.
Skabibi.
He's assaulted me before. He's done so many different things wrong.
A bong.
My grandma looks over, and she's like, what's going on? Boom.
This is an emergency. We noticed a window off the side, and one person went in and looked and discovered a body.
Okay, do you know who it is?
Yes, I do. Janet and Rick Sweet.
On May 13th, 2012, the family of Rick and Janet Sweet made a horrific discovery at the couple's home in Manchester, Iowa. They had no idea the dark secrets that were soon to be uncovered. But in this twisted case, it was the police who were left shocked at the admissions of a too-honest killer. A killer who you will hear from in an exclusive, never-before-heard interview.
You heard it here, never before heard, only here on the Dank Dumpster do you get this kind of amazing content, exclusive content.
Exclusively here first.
Yes.
Explore with us instead.
Yes.
Can you hear me or did I break the mic?
Yeah, she changed the explore with us instead. That's great. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god.
Day, as was
Do you hear me or is my mic broke?
Yeah, we hear you. Sorry.
But as the family approached the house that day, they instantaneously felt that something was very wrong. This feeling was confirmed when they knocked on the door and no one answered. Immediately, they noticed that one of the windows had been shattered, but in no way could they predict the gruesome bindings that lay inside. Peering through the broken glass, they glimpsed a horrifying sight. Rick and Janet were inside, both in pools of blood on their couch, murdered in their own home. Shocked and in a panic, a call to 911 was quickly made.
There is apparently a body inside, and I noticed a gunshot wind through the window, and so rather than go in and explore, we're calling you.
But a burning question lingered in the air. Who could have committed such an evil act? The horror of the discovery was made all the worse as the investigation began. Rick and Janet's family members quickly informed the police that there was one person still unaccounted for. The couple's 17-year-old grandson, Isaiah Sweet, who lived in the home with them. Fearing that he may have met a similarly grisly end, authorities began looking for the missing teen. But they never could have imagined what they would uncover when they finally caught up with Isaiah. On May 14th, the day after the bodies were found, Isaiah was finally located in Cedar Rapids after previously driving 75 miles to Iowa City. Apparently, the teenager was spotted walking towards a park and was quickly pursued by nearby officers. Isaiah seemingly tried to outrun them, but quickly surrendered once he heard the sound of police dogs on his trail. Now knowing that no harm had come to Isaiah, at least not the kind that his grandparents had suffered, the police were eager to hear if he had any insight into the horrific crime. He was promptly brought in for an interview. You'll notice that Isaiah is in handcuffs, and you'll soon understand why.
Is it because he fled from police?
I feel a little bit better.
It's not that much of a stretch. I mean, this kid his grandparents were just murdered, and he's fleeing from the police. I mean, put two and two together. I mean,
yeah, maybe he's gonna have some like interesting answer, but it seems like you're like, yeah, that would be the reason. Like automatically.
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Maybe he did something else too.
Oh yeah. You're gonna be good with me, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
The detective offers to remove Isaiah's handcuffs as a gesture of goodwill and to try and build positive rapport with him. This also serves the purpose of removing the constant reminder that Isaiah is in police custody, which may help him feel more comfortable.
Why don't we shut this thing for privacy, okay? Yes, sir. Grab some of that food, okay, Isaiah? Isaiah, since we haven't officially met, hey, my name's Scott Rieger. Okay, I'm an agent with the Iowa DCI. I am a police officer. I don't look like it, but I figure this is a little bit more comfortable for me.
So after this, is there any way I can go to the hospital for this? I cut it open on a rusty fence, and
absolutely.
I'm pretty sure
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah, while I was
about
fleeing
tetanus.
from the
no,
police.
absolutely.
Isaiah isn't being interviewed in a typical interrogation room, but instead is in what appears to be the detective's office. This isn't ideal, as there are numerous distractions that will be a constant reminder of where he is.
I'm going to show you this here. This is called a statement of rights and an acknowledgement of a waiver, okay?
Right to remain silent. Anything I say can and will be used against me in a court of law. Right to an attorney if I cannot afford one will be appointed to me.
You've got those things down already,
Yes, sir.
don't you? Okay, let me read these to you. Is that all right? All right.
Yes, sir. I've been arrested many times, sir. Like that doesn't look good unless it's like I'm studying law, sir.
I've been preparing for this moment my whole life.
Yeah.
Show off or appear smart by reciting his Miranda rights. However, all he's done is prove that he's quite familiar with the criminal justice process, possibly due to past encounters with police. Regardless, it's the detective who must read Isaiah his Miranda rights, and he agrees to continue talking without a lawyer being present.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Now down. When was the last time you had something to eat?
4 days ago.
You haven't eaten anything in 4 days? Right. And we got more food, so if you wallow that stuff down, you want to keep going, we've got more food, we can keep it coming.
Damn, you guys made me feel like I didn't do anything.
When I hear that I just can't. I personally, like, I could not go 4 days without eating and be like this. I'd be like on the ground, like begging for you to bring me some nutrients of some sort. Like I couldn't just run from the police and be all energetic like this and stuff. After 4 days, I don't know.
Why do you say that?
What if you were still
Let's
manic
put it like
after
this. I'm
committing a
not gonna be
murder?
Oh, well, that, yeah. That always gets me. That always gets me pumped up.
Lying to you guys about anything you ask me.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Okay.
Isaiah appears to be taken off guard by the warm treatment from the detective, especially when it comes to being offered additional food. This puts the detective in a very good position, and Isaiah may be more inclined to give him the information he wants to continue to receive this kind of treatment.
They're not going to take this from me, are they?
What is it?
This is a real Rolex.
Okay, where'd you get that from?
I found it in a hobo's tent.
Down there?
Yeah, in CR.
In a hobo's tent.
I'll probably deal with that later.
I found it in a random hobo's tent.
Yeah, so
That was his granddad's Rolly.
You stole it?
Yeah, it's like he's so stupid. Even if he did take it from his like granddaddy or whatever, and he's trying to hide it, it's like saying that you stole it from somebody else isn't gonna help. Just because you say you stole it from a homeless guy doesn't mean you didn't steal it. That's still stealing.
Well, the homeless guy probably stole it too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, this kid, dude.
Like 4 or 5
Yeah,
cops.
yeah, potato, or whatever.
Yeah.
For me.
Okay.
And one of them came up to me, started talking to me, asked if I knew where I was. And I was like, no.
So he didn't
I don't even-
recognize you
Yeah,
at
I was
all?
like, no, I don't even know where he's at. Like, I had my hair back to here,
Now, what would have been one of the reasons you were pulling your hair back?
trying to not be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
At first, he was asking if I saw the other cops, and I was like, nope. And then he was like, do you know who Isaiah Sweet is? And I was like, no idea.
Not a clue who that is. What are you thinking the whole time he's asking that?
I'm thinking, how fast am I gonna run? As soon as he walks away from me.
What I want you to do right now is just kind of relax, go ahead and eat that food, kind of mount down. Like I said, I want to kind of start and kind of walk back through some things first.
Alright.
Okay?
More than anything, I want to know what brought me to what I did, what's wrong with me.
Sure. Then, you know,
Like, I'm about to start bawling.
okay. Hey, Isaiah.
I'm gonna cry,
if you,
dude.
If you cry,
As soon
that's
as I
totally
finish
fine,
this
I
fucking
respect
roast
that,
beef,
okay?
this beef and cheddar from Arby's, I'm gonna start bawling my eyes out.
I might have to save this for later before I get it all soggy.
You're
So, I want to go back so bad.
How come?
Because I loved them so much, and they didn't deserve that.
How come they didn't deserve it?
If anyone in that house deserved it, I did. More than anyone.
Take your time, brother.
It should have been this kid and not Charlie Kirk, damn it. This kid should have been it.
Raised me since I was 4, and I haven't paid him much.
Janet and Rick had taken custody of Isaiah when he was just 4 years old, due to their daughter's inability to care for him. Stacy Sweet, Isaiah's mother, had allegedly suffered from substance abuse and could no longer support her young son. But her parents were more than willing to take him into their home. Immediately, Isaiah will answer one of the questions looming over the investigation. But even with this reveal, there are even more disturbing questions left to be uncovered.
When you say what happened that night at the house, what happened?
Shot both of them.
Okay. What'd you shoot him with, Isaiah?
An assault rifle.
An assault rifle? You remember what it looks like?
Black.
Okay. What,
Black, bolt action, 10 or more round clip. It's, Czechoslovakian,
Okay.
AR-15.
Okay.
That matters.
Okay. It takes a lot to admit that, Isaiah. Okay. That's not an easy thing to do.
He's trying to brag about how
Really
much.
cool gun that I shot my grandparents with.
Like, he's trying to brag. Like, to me, it sounds like he's trying to brag about how much he knows about guns. Even though it's not that much, he wants to brag as much as he can about it.
Okay, and
Humble brag
Isaiah,
while
this is
confessing to the murder of your grandparents.
Same way I'm sure he talked to his buddies if you talk about it, you know. He'd be like, yeah, dude, the gun, Czechoslovakian, fucking 12 rounds, dude, fucking boom, boom. Every time dude, it was badass, bro.
okay, and I appreciate that.
Although Isaiah has just admitted to killing his grandparents, the detective so desperately wants to get to the bottom of how this horrific crime came to be. In doing so, he ensures that there is nothing preventing Isaiah from answering any question that may be thrown his way.
How you feeling right? I mean, you're with me right
I
now,
feel
right?
like I don't really know much, but
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Isaiah. You understand who I am. You understand I'm a police officer. You understand that the guys who brought you up here, why they had to find you, okay, and they brought you up there. There's nothing medically right now that's preventing you to talk to me, right? But you understand the questions I'm asking you right now, okay? There's no question that you're not smart enough to handle these
I'm
questions.
extremely intelligent.
Okay.
Extremely
You know,
intelligent.
I get that. I think
He said, I'm extremely intelligent.
You're reading this, so apparently you're considerably louder than Mizadon and the video.
Yeah, I'll
Maybe
turn.
it'll make a little bit of a jarring listen.
I'll turn myself down.
There we go. There we go.
All right. Tell me if that's better now, guys.
yeah.
I just make stupid choices.
Yeah. And sometimes we do, Isaiah. Look at me.
I'm never gonna be able to go back on it.
Well, and that's, you know what, Isaiah, part of this is what you're doing today by telling me the whole truth as far as what happened, not only what's leading up to it, but what happened during it. I know it's going to be tough to walk through, but we need to do that, okay? And then we need to talk about what happened afterwards, okay? All the details we need with this is your chance to start healing yourself on the inside. Walk me through Friday. What's going on Friday? Walk me through the time you wake up on Friday morning. We'll kind of walk through
Friday.
When someone's gaze drifts to the left after they're asked a question, this generally indicates that there is some inner dialogue going on in their head. This doesn't necessarily mean they're being deceptive. However, detectives will take note of this behavior.
I sat at home on house arrest all day.
Okay, were Grandpa and Grandma home?
And then I went down to the basement. There's a door that goes into the garage from the basement. I went up to the garage and then in their room, took the assault rifle out of their room. And then I loaded it with 10 bullets, walked up the stairs, took like a point like this, had earmuffs on and everything. I took a point like this, stepped up one stair so I could see my grandpa's head. Boom, pulled the trigger back, pulled the bolt back, shot my grandpa twice in the head.
Where was your grandpa sitting?
They were both sitting on the couch.
Okay, and where were you at?
I was on the stairs coming up
Like coming up from that landing? Okay, because I've heard, I haven't been inside your house, but you know, some of the guys were up there the other day and they were kind of going through it.
hollow point assault rifle rounds. And then I went up to him and I just broke down, started crying, and I told him how much I loved him.
Apparently, the teenager was heading down a tumultuous path filled with partying, substance abuse, and rebellious behavior. During his high school years, Isaiah had supposedly begun to fraternize with a crowd of older kids, where he used substances such as marijuana and methamphetamine. Along with this, he allegedly possessed severe learning disabilities, making his education all the tougher to accomplish. Unfortunately, this only led to further issues, as Isaiah...
See, this is proof right here. Marijuana leads to muerte. To muerte, I say. You would have never did it if it wasn't for that marijuana.
Cigarettes right now.
They should. That's what they should call them, murder cigarettes. I like that. It's disgusting things.
High school at the age of 16. It seemed that after this, the unruly teen's dangerous actions were beginning to manifest at home. During the course of the last year leading up to the horrendous crime, Janet and Rick had called the police 18 separate times on account of Isaiah's unpredictable nature. On one occasion, that in hindsight would foreshadow the events that followed, Isaiah threatened to kill his grandfather and hurt his grandmother, along with burning the house down. On September 8, 2011, police once again made their way to the infamous house to try and stop the emerging incident. They instructed Isaiah to calm down, but instead of obeying the command, the angry teenager retaliated by going at his grandparents once more, before being handcuffed and placed on the couch. It's reported that once calm, Isaiah was informed that he would be charged if the officers had to return to the house. Numerous other encounters consisted of the same nature: violence, substance use, and threats. At one point, Isaiah was supposedly threatening Rick and Janet so much that they wanted him to be placed in foster care. But they were promptly notified that this wasn't an option, as Isaiah's mother would have to be the one to take him in, which the grandparents did not want. On April 11th, 2012, the most recent call to the police was made due to the fact that the teenager was using a lighter and aerosol to make a blowtorch inside the house. When police arrived, Janet insisted
okay, everybody's done that, all right? I'm not even gonna act like that's weird or something. I did that plenty, okay? Me and my friend, one time, we took some spray like that down the whole rail of the staircase, going down the staircase in his house, and we lit the whole handrail on fire.
Just another sign that you're a total maniac.
We're little troublemakers.
Rather than arresting Isaiah, she simply wanted him under control. The officers helped to calm the situation before they left without incident. Another call to law enforcement occurred when the grandparents suspected that Isaiah had been using illegal substances, which was confirmed once a search discovered a marijuana pipe within the residence. Despite the history of police calls, Isaiah tells a very different story of this turbulent period in his life, and you'll hear it all for yourself.
I've tried to kill myself every single night since it happened.
Take your time, man.
He hasn't tried very hard. I just want to say that.
It's possible that
enough.
Isaiah is seeking attention or sympathy from the detective.
I just want to know what's wrong with me.
Well, would you agree?
Way better at killing old
There's
people than
nothing wrong
himself.
with you, Isaiah. Would you agree with me on that?
They were old. Okay, he has his whole life ahead of him. They probably only had another 10 years on him or something. It's whatever.
From this standpoint, Isaiah, look at me, okay? Okay? I don't think that there's anything wrong with you.
I'm just going to prison for the rest of my life.
Well, Isaiah, let's not focus on that right now. Let's focus on getting past this thing right now as far as what happened, okay? If you can focus on those details with me, okay, we'll worry about all that other stuff later. Okay? You're a normal, smart kid, right? Okay, you're nodding in your head at me, yes, all right? And I've spent the last 2 days with a bunch of our other agents. We've been talking to people that know you. I haven't heard one person that said, you know what, that guy's a moron. You're a smart guy. Okay, would you agree with me? Oh, we've talked to all your friends, okay, people that used to know you from school, okay, and Isaiah, the story that they're telling us is that you're a pretty smart kid. Would you agree?
Really intelligent.
Yeah, okay, so I don't think that there's anything.
I love to hear the interviews from the kids. They're like, dude, he's a fucking weirdo. Yeah, we don't ever hang out with him. And the officer's like, they say you're a pretty smart kid. They say you're pretty nice and awesome. Yeah, that's what everybody says about me. I'm totally super smart.
CT3 says stick out of 32.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. But you agree with me, there's nothing wrong with you, right?
Just whatever came over me other than that, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
Billy
detective
Boy
may
Blue.
be trying to confirm that there is nothing wrong with Isaiah that could potentially indicate that he was not in his right mind when he committed the murders. At the same time, it's possible that he's flattering Isaiah about his intelligence as a way to build rapport.
Let me ask you about this. I think you mentioned that you went downstairs into the basement. Which did you go for first? Did you go for the rifle or did you go for the ammunition? Walk me through that.
Okay. When I went downstairs, first, I was just going to hit them both in the head with a bat.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be so messy, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's way
extremely loud assault
less
rifle.
messy.
Sure. What's going through your mind
Yeah.
when you're making that choice?
When I came up right behind my grandpa when he was washing dishes with a bat in my hand. I put it right behind his head. Came back like this, and I couldn't do it.
That night?
Yeah.
Okay, did he notice you were back
Nope.
there?
And I came up behind him about 15 different times, and he didn't notice me once.
What about your grandma?
Nope.
Emotionally, it would be much more difficult to kill someone with an object like a bat or knife. It would most likely take numerous strikes to actually kill the victim, so the perpetrator would see their facial expressions and reactions as they were attacked. This may have been part of the reason why Isaiah chose a murder weapon that would almost guarantee a quick finish. It also creates physical distance between the perpetrator and the victim, making it easier to carry out the act.
Okay, where was Grandma at?
She was out in the room.
What was she doing? She was sleeping? Okay.
The gunshot woke her up.
Okay, the gunshot when you shot your grandpa.
She didn't know what to do. She looked over at her husband. His brain was hanging out of his head. Like, I'm not even being exaggerative at all.
Sure, and I wasn't up there.
Like, this whole part of his head right here was gone. And then my grandma's right here, all that was gone.
Okay.
Fuck,
Did when you and we're kind of getting away from that. I know we're gonna do that. Okay.
He's
Go
going
ahead
back
and
to
take a bite of your
eating.
sandwich.
Dude, who
right
the
after describing the holes in his grandparents' head, he's like,
Hey,
"No,
you're
I'm
not
kinda
you when you're hungry.
Holy shit, dude.
Dude, yeah, that's really weird because to me, I could have done something nowhere near on this level and I would be too sick to my stomach to want to eat. But this just crazy ass bullshit, this chomping down in between explaining it. It's very odd.
To go from visually describing in detail what the corpses of his grandparents look like to like his very next action being like, oh yeah, this fucking sandwich would kill him.
Yeah, this beef sandwich.
What the fuck,
Yum.
dude?
You know, kind of helps
Arby's must
calm
be
you
real
down.
good.
It's this should be like a commercial for them. Arby's so good you'll eat it while describing the murder you did hours before.
When you went down to go you went and got the ammo first, right?
I guess not hours before. I guess it was 4 days and then they found the kid. But
I
still.
went, got the gun. Okay, this was after I had beat out with the bat.
Okay.
Went, got the assault rifle, brought it down in the basement, got in the ammo box, it's in the basement. There's over 30,000 rounds for that assault rifle in there.
Does he keep his ammo down there? So you knew his ammunition was downstairs. Okay. Does he keep it under lock and key or?
Nope.
Okay, so you knew that you.
Well, that obviously wasn't a mistake. Obviously, you know? It's definitely not his fault at all either for leaving it open like that. Like, seriously, that's like people on the right are just so anti like any sort of control on guns, and this is one thing. Like, people that have kids in the house, there should probably be a law that you have to have things like this locked up, and the kid not be able to have access to that. Like, and it should be kind of a no-brainer when they're calling the cops on the kid like 18 times in a year or something over him acting crazy and making death threats to them. You think they'd think this through a little bit better.
Have free access to it. Okay. And so did you? What did you do next?
Got the hollow point rounds because I knew they'd do the most damage.
When asked by the detective why he chose the hollow points,
There might be a law in some states like that, young mind, but it isn't a federal law. It isn't a law across all states. Things like that. There's guns, or there's states with more and less gun control, and there's ones that you can just go and buy guns, and you don't even need to, like. I don't think you even need a license in some states. If you go to a gun show, you could just purchase it as long as you're old enough. I don't know, whatever.
Isaiah states that he didn't want his grandparents to go through any pain, indicating that he didn't intend to injure or maim them, but in fact, clearly wanted them to die.
So you knew that the solid ones, they might have lived through those.
Yep.
Okay. And you didn't want that.
Yeah. But shot my grandpa, he just dropped, and I heard blood just pouring out of his head. My grandma looks over, and she's like, "What's going on?" Boom. Shot right there, grazed her head, and she
Yeah, I
was still
misspoke.
moving.
Shut up,
So I shot her right
Scooby.
here, through her
Okay.
head.
How
Bill
close
Hicks.
were you, Isaiah?
I could have made the shot from 300 yards. I'm an amazing shot, but
I'm
I
gonna.
was probably...
Oh my God, I'm an amazing shot. Okay, you should have seen my grandparents. Okay.
Wasn't he like right there too? Was like borderline, like close to point blank range?
In the same room, so it ain't no. Wait, he says he was probably only 10 or 15 feet away, I guess. But yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, you better hit something that's 10 feet away, dumbass.
No, that's hard.
10, 15 feet away. If that.
Okay.
Well, honestly, from the barrel of the gun to my grandpa's head, 6, 8 feet.
Next, the detective asks Isaiah why he wasn't able to go through with using the bat as the murder weapon.
Why'd you stop? Why didn't you use the bat?
Bring myself to put them through any sort of pain.
Okay. And I think you mentioned it would have been too messy too, right?
No, I didn't want it to be messy.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to do it with a bat.
Okay. Did you think the bat would be a cleaner way to kill him?
Cleaner.
Okay. Had you done any research on the internet about this, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of websites did you go to?
Let's put it like this. I was typing in best ways to kill somebody and all this And if I would have waited one more day, I would have killed them the cleanest way possible.
Which is what?
Nicotine poisoning.
Nicotine poisoning.
And Isaiah, you understand that these are your grandparents. You know that they're human beings, they're people, right?
Yeah.
You nod your head at me, yeah. Okay. Is there any particular time why you only shot Grandpa once?
Because I heard blood pouring out of his head like
so you
a
knew
fire hydrant.
You knew he was dead?
Oh, no.
Okay. And why the 2 shots with Grandma?
She moved right after I shot her.
Okay. Did she look at you? Did she say anything after you shot her?
Twitched. And I thought maybe, it's probably just the twitch they get after they die, where they just, excreate on themselves.
Sure. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
I just wanted to make sure, because she was
What
the
the
only one that
fuck,
actually
dude?
cared.
Okay. You think you were closer to your grandma than your grandpa? How long you been living with them?
Since I was 4.
Okay.
Honestly, I wish I would have myself that night.
How come?
Because they didn't deserve it, and I did.
When it's over, okay, and you know that did you check to see if they had a pulse? Did you check them at all?
My grandma's whole side of her face was blown off, so it's
Okay.
his. So his brain was on the coffee table.
But you didn't go over
Yeah.
and just to double
I
check.
kissed both of them and then packed my left
Okay.
Wait,
why'd
he
you kiss them?
because I love them.
He kissed them too after.
Kissing his grandparents after killing them could be an indication that Isaiah may have had some sort of emotional response after all. But at the same time, he may be lying, as he would have likely gotten blood on his face or clothes, and he made no mention of changing before packing his bag and leaving. If he is lying, he may be trying to present himself to the detective as remorseful or caring. Furthering this, Isaiah then states that after he had committed the unthinkable acts, he prayed for forgiveness.
Did you pray for forgiveness because you knew what you did was wrong?
Right away, I just did. Right away, I wanted to take it back. I don't know why I did it.
Okay. After that, you said you packed up some stuff and then you left. How much time did you spend in the house after they were shot?
Half an hour.
Okay.
Drove straight to Cedar Rapids. Met up with my ex-girlfriend. Then I threw the assault rifle out on 13.
Okay. On Highway 13 or?
Didn't see it on the way back, so.
Okay.
I figure if someone sees a really nice gun laying on the side,
They'll probably pick it up. Okay.
surprised the police didn't find it for me.
Okay. Well, and we'll talk about that too. Okay.
This signals that the detective may already have knowledge regarding the murder weapon, and the police might even have it in their possession.
As you're getting stuff ready in the house, did you pick up any stuff? Take anything out?
This is the first time that there is a long pause prior to Isaiah responding. Long pauses are often associated with deception, especially if it's not typical of the person's speech patterns. When he finally gathers his thoughts, Isaiah states that he took his TV, knives, hydrocodone pills, and $9 from his grandparents after killing them. He goes on to describe what he did following the crime, which shockingly consisted of going to numerous parties with friends.
Are you wearing the same clothes that you were wearing Friday night?
Yes, sir.
So these are the same clothes that
Yes, sir.
you
The
shot
cops took
Grandpa
all
and
my
Grandma?
clothes. That's in the impound.
Okay, well, are these the clothes that you were wearing when you shot your Grandpa and Grandma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any blood on them?
From my finger.
Okay, what happened to your finger? Oh, from that. But I mean from your
Oh,
Grandpa and
actually, I was wearing sweatpants and no shirt when I shot him.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to get blood on these jeans or the shirt.
Because they're nice jeans.
There's no blood on anything. I made sure I didn't get any sort of DNA from either of them on me.
Okay.
This is a direct contradiction to his previous confession of kissing his grandparents after having shot them. If his claim of not wanting to get any blood or DNA on him is true, then he probably wouldn't have physically touched the victims.
Where did the blood go when you shot him?
Everywhere. Like, blood. Everywhere. Chunks of... Like, the house is massive. And there was, like, points where it's like, here's the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's go to the kitchen 15 feet away, and there's a chunk of this big laying in there.
Can you go look at it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I picked it up and I looked at it, and I could see it was from my grandma.
Didn't that freak you out a little bit? Kinda.
I was like, oh, well, I'm a psychotic murderer anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
But you're not psychotic. I know you're not psychotic.
People often think that any murderer is psychotic, when in actuality, psychotic refers to a specific set of symptoms which may or may not be present in a killer. Psychotic generally refers to psychosis, which involves someone losing touch with reality. A person with psychosis may have hallucinations or delusions and is unable to distinguish between real life and the world inside their head. Isaiah hasn't reported any symptoms of psychosis, and he appears to be well aware of what he did, both at the time of the murders and now. The detective likely wants to put on record that Isaiah understands he was not psychotic when he killed his grandparents, so that it can be presented as evidence when the case goes to court.
I feel really good about myself being so compliant, though.
I feel good about myself.
And here's one of the things too, Isaiah, and I want to make sure that this is abundantly clear, is that I know that as we talk through these things, don't embellish anything with me, okay? You got to shoot me straight, okay?
Yes,
I need to know, okay, who was over at the house, who you talked to, and it's not you snitching. You know what that is? It's you telling me the truth.
Are they gonna get arrested?
I have no control over whether or not they're going to be arrested.
Alright, let's put it like this. There was one more gun, and I took that, but I didn't use it.
What gun was that?
Sawed-off 12 gauge.
Okay. What'd you do with that?
Sold it.
Okay.
And then I gave the assault rifle to Brandon Allers, gave the TV to Brandon Allers.
So you didn't throw it? You didn't throw away the gun? Okay.
And they transported it out of town right away.
Okay. How come they transported it out of town?
Okay, they didn't want hot guns.
Did you tell them it was hot?
They knew I'd killed my grandparents. They came in the house right after it happened.
And why would Brandon be going over to your house on Sunday?
He wanted to steal the truck. The white truck.
Okay.
He wanted that white truck.
Did he talk to you about that?
Yep.
How did he talk to you about it?
He wanted to know where the title was. He wanted to know where everything was. Where it was my ass.
Okay. And did he tell you that, I mean, had you told him that you'd killed your grandparents? Okay. And what did he say?
He was the one who gave me the nicotine poisoning suggestion.
I thought you said you got that over the internet.
Nope. That was him.
It's possible that rather than protecting other people as he claimed, he left this part out of the story for self-serving reasons. He may have known that there was no explanation for people being in the house after the murders that would fit with his narrative to the detective about how he was immediately remorseful.
If somebody told you what to do, I need to know that. If you found on the internet, I need to know that. But don't mix those two up, okay? You gotta shoot straight with me.
He told me about all this, and I looked it up on the internet.
Okay, when did he tell you about that?
Same day, Friday.
On Friday?
Yep.
What did you tell him?
I told him I was planning on killing him, taking some leaving. He was like, "You're gonna give me that assault rifle and that sawed-off."
Isaiah tells the detective that immediately after shooting his grandparents, he went to pick up Damien, a friend of his, before supposedly bringing him to the crime scene. That fact that Isaiah brought his friend over to the house after committing the brutal act is disturbing to say the least. Isaiah now tells the detective that he took a sawed-off shotgun, a knife, the rifle, the truck, all of his toiletries, the TV, and some clothes from the house. Afterward, he drove Damien back to the house of their friend, Brandon's girlfriends. Then another detective enters the room with food for Isaiah before the two make small talk.
Well, honestly, I broke my phone in half a couple nights ago because Dalton calls me and he's like, "You killed your grandparents." And I was like, "Nope, never happened." Just denied it all because one of my friends calling. I thought he was just with me, and then this girl sends me a picture of News Squad and a bunch of cops in front of the house. So I snapped my phone in half.
As they talk, Isaiah mentions something particularly tragic.
My mom doesn't even know what's going on right now. Kind of worried about that, but
Sure.
oh well.
That's understandable. It's your mom.
Yeah.
When was
She
the
doesn't
last
even
time
know
you
her
talked to
parents
her?
are dead.
Oh, she doesn't know at all?
No, she doesn't know her parents are dead.
When was the last time you talked to her?
Probably 2-3 hours before I snapped my phone, I called her.
Okay.
She was pretty much the only person I didn't tell the real story to.
Okay.
I told her I was on the run. And a few of my friends, I was like, oh, I stole the truck and just left.
Sure.
A couple of them, oh, I killed my grandparents. Oh, let me come over to the house and loot.
Isaiah's
Dude.
stories seem to be rather jumbled.
Dude, what kind of friends, dude? Holy shit. Oh,
Yeah,
let
for
me come
real.
over and loot then, bro. Hell yeah. Those are the kind of people you shouldn't be hanging out with.
You just killed your grandparents. Let me come over and take their shit.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's the kind of
Yeah,
loser.
my friends that I played a little Fortnite with,
Yeah, can I come over?
they got a crazy idea.
But this could be out of anxiety from the interrogation, or the fact that he knows he is caught and there's no way out at this point. When the first detective enters the room again, he begins to question Isaiah's tale regarding his apprehension.
Why you run from the cops? What were you afraid of?
One of my friends in CR told me that they were going to handle me extremely roughly because I did what I did.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get tased or...
Sure.
I just wanted to get shot
Why do you want to get shot?
so that I wouldn't have to...
Okay. Why didn't you want to get yourself?
Because it was too damn hard. It just didn't work, ever.
Just didn't work.
Never works.
Okay.
I just think God wants me here for some damn...
Okay.
He's the
What?
chosen one.
Why do you think then it was okay to shoot your grandparents but not yourself? I mean, that's a tough question to ask, right?
Yeah.
I know it's a
It wasn't okay.
It wasn't okay, was it?
However, his claim about wanting to get shot is incongruent with his behavior of coming forward with his hands up when he was surrounded by police. Isaiah may be once again looking for sympathy from the detective by saying that he wanted them to kill him. Despite Isaiah's confession of his actions before, during, and after the shootings, he still has yet to state exactly why he killed his grandparents.
Did you look outside to see if any of the neighbors
Oh,
lights?
yeah.
Okay, how come? Well, I mean, why'd you look outside?
Because I wanted... Well, I took a shower and packed everything up. I wanted to make sure no neighbors were like, call the cops, holy shit.
Did you watch? I mean, did you check yourself for... Did you see if you got any blood on you or anything?
I had nothing on me.
Nothing? I mean, did you look
I was
yourself
far,
in the mirror?
I was far enough away to a point where nothing, like, all the stuff they all went that way and I was this way.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably some traces of guts and brains on my feet because I kept stepping on people and it was really gross.
What were you, I mean, were you barefoot when you shot him? Okay. And you haven't washed your feet or anything since then? Okay.
Well, no, I did take a shower at my therapist. Scratch that.
This negates Isaiah's previous statement that he took a shower at his house immediately after the shooting, and is yet another hiccup in his story. He goes on to explain how his therapist, Candace, is his aggression replacement therapy teacher, and is one of the few responsible adults in his life, if not the only one. Later, however, exactly how Isaiah arrived at her home following the crime will be uncovered, and it only goes to show that wherever Isaiah was, trouble wasn't too far behind.
What's aggression replacement treatment?
How not to do stupid shit that gets people besides me hurt.
Okay.
Like how not to hurt people around you.
Okay.
I'd passed the class the weekend this happened.
You've been doing pretty good in the class? Good. Okay.
Isaiah states that he took the rifle, 12-gauge shotgun, and TV to Brandon's apartment in Cambridge, where the friend was allegedly going to buy the guns. Supposedly, Isaiah was never compensated. As a result of Brandon's involvement, Isaiah has some concerns.
I know they're probably going to be in jail for a while for this. Are they going to go to the same building as me?
I have no idea.
Because that's what I'm really, really worried about.
I have no idea. I saw Brandon earlier.
Really?
Yeah, I told you we were talking to your friends.
What'd you talk to them about?
We were trying to find you.
Where'd
Trying
they
to
say
find
I
out where
was?
you were at. They didn't know where you were at. So, did they know where you were at
Oh, yeah.
the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I was in contact with them every single day.
Okay, with what?
My phone.
The detective informs Isaiah that he is well aware that the teenager's cell phone had abruptly been shut off during the course of events on Sunday, May 13th. But he wants to hear from Isaiah just how that came to happen.
One of my friends sent me a picture of the crime scene and told me I killed my grandparents, so I snapped my phone in half so they couldn't trace it.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
how
a
did
stupid
you-
person.
I know you're not.
I'm a very smart criminal.
Oh, you are.
I've got a criminal mind.
Okay.
I do.
This is likely a sign of narcissism, as Isaiah may see himself as
Criminal. A predator.
superior and more clever than other people. And once again, the detective portrays a sense of admiration, which is likely to play into Isaiah's narcissism and keep him talking.
Built that way.
I've got it in everything, man.
So when you say you're talking to these guys, when you're kind of on the run, before you broke your phone, are you texting them? Are you communicating with them on Facebook? What are you doing?
Texting, calling.
Okay. You got any access to the internet on your phone?
It was a flip phone. I was tweeting a storm up, though, and I think I updated my Facebook status a couple times through, like, you can text it to Facebook.
Oh, okay. What were you updating on your Facebook?
Tweeting a storm up,
I don't know
dude.
what it was on Facebook, but I know I was tweeting a bunch of random. This old black dude said that was really high, and I thought it was hilarious.
Isaiah did in fact contact his friends following the murders, even confessing to one of them his additional crime of theft, texting a stolen Chevy Avalanche. Cham. His friend's response, a simple LOL, followed by Isaiah's chilling return, I'm nuts. Along with this, Isaiah began to post alarming statements on Twitter, starting on May 11th, the same day of the murders. Isaiah stated, "No excuses, no apologies," followed by, "I'm dying," but his next quote was even more horrifying, as it was posted around the same time as the violent shooting was committed. At 12:10 a.m. on Saturday, May 12th, he wrote, "Time to live my life." The detective switches gears by inquiring about Isaiah's run-in with law enforcement on the early morning of Sunday, May 13th. You'll recall that this was the day Rick and Janet's bodies were found, 2 days after they were shot. Apparently, Isaiah had been driving two girls around Iowa City in the previous hours, making several appearances at nearby parties. As the night was coming to a close, they stopped at the Fast Break convenience store located on Naples Avenue, and someone in the group allegedly tried to open the locked doors of the business, thereby issuing an alarm trigger. When police arrived, Isaiah and his passenger supposedly denied any involvement, but police would later claim they were indeed lying. Not only that, but Isaiah failed to provide a valid license, as his was previously suspended for an unknown reason. In an attempt to cooperate, the passengers allegedly notified the officers that Isaiah was hiding drugs in a duffel bag within the vehicle, along with a hunting knife. But Isaiah denied permission for law enforcement to search his truck, and instead told them that he had various drugs stashed away. Isaiah was quickly taken into police custody, where it was discovered that he launched another string of abnormal tweets. At 6 a.m. on Sunday, May 13th, he posted, "Damn, can't wait to get out of the cop shop. #6 unnecessary hours." Numerous others are too explicit to read, but nonetheless, Isaiah was not afraid to say what was on his mind. As he tweeted away on his phone at the police station, officers notified Isaiah that he could only be released upon the authorization of a legal guardian, since he was underage. The teenager swiftly realized that this was a massive issue, as his two legal guardians were, thanks to his doing, no longer alive. According to him, he lied and told law enforcement that his grandparents had been in Minnesota on a fishing trip and had limited cell phone service, but they would be able to get in contact with his mother. Sure enough, Stacy allowed Isaiah to be released and handed over to his therapist Candace, where Isaiah supposedly ate sausage, eggs, and hash browns and took a shower. Not too long after his short-term stay at her house, Candace seemed to find a shocking object within her residence and thought that it may have belonged to her patient, Isaiah. Immediately, she contacted the local authorities without his knowledge.
Let me ask you this, is we got a call from her today. Was there any reason that there was a .40 caliber round that was found up there?
Mm-mm.
Nothing? Did you have a handgun on you at all?
No, sir.
No .40 caliber
You
rounds?
could lie detect me for that. No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so a .40 caliber round that would have found up there
Where was it found?
in her house.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, sir.
Not from you?
No, sir.
Okay. You're sure?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Although the .40 caliber round was identified at Candace's home, it has never been confirmed as to who it belonged to. Isaiah states that his stay at his therapist's house lasted a mere hour and a half before she supposedly drove him back to the Cambridge apartments, where he met up with a girl named Alicia.
Did anybody even try to go to my phone records?
That's one of the things that we commonly do, is we try and get phone records. Yep.
And if you have murder charges or something, felony like that, you can get phone records like that.
But how do you know that?
I know everything.
I know, but how do you know that? I mean, research.
I know everything.
Watching this video has had the effect on my brain of a real hard punch to the forehead.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, I'm like hecka smart. I know everything. I'm like super intelligent.
So, how old is this kid? Have they revealed?
Anybody remember?
They probably said it early on, but I can't recall. 16 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember that. Maybe someone in the chat
Old enough
remembers.
to fucking know better.
Yeah.
I know a little bit of everything about everything, honestly. You learn something new every day.
Sure.
Isaiah appears to possess several narcissistic traits, such as being egotistical and having a grandiose sense of self. He views himself as a very smart
like
criminal,
Gene.
which is incredibly ironic given that he was arrested so soon after the crime and is currently being interrogated.
Let me look back at my notes here, make sure I'm not missing anything.
What did you say, Taylor?
I said he sounds like Gene.
It is Gene, see? This is Gene before he grew his hair out all long and
Right.
girly.
He had to change his identity and become John Morgan.
I'm like super smart. I read a lot of books. I like know everything. Yeah, I shot my grandma.
Why he wears the
It was
beanie all the
me.
time now.
Yeah.
One, I can look through them and tell you if you missed anything.
I bet you could.
It's possible that Isaiah is once again implying that he thinks he's smarter than the detective and could more easily find any mistakes. He's also likely very curious about what the detective has been writing down about him.
Do we remember the crime he committed? I think he stole something from a grocery store or something. I don't know. I wasn't.
It was a gas station.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't following along. Sorry.
But of course, the detective does not allow this to happen.
So who all do you think you've told about this?
Brandon? He told everyone.
Before? Or afterwards?
I don't know when he started texting people, but
Okay.
I got so many goddamn phone calls about, oh, did you kill your grandparents? I heard you killed your grandparents.
Get a little out of hand after a while.
Oh, I started freaking out on people.
When they took you into custody down there and they finally got you, did you say you were proud of what you did?
It could be a red flag for deception that Isaiah's way of responding has changed from talking at a normal volume to suddenly shaking his head rapidly and responding quite softly.
Okay, we heard that you said, hey, I'm proud of what I did and, I got what's coming to me.
No, when I got out of the car is, I thanked them for apprehending me.
Okay.
And that they did their jobs right, and I thanked them for not tasing me or letting the dog eat me.
Okay. Somebody told us that you'd... And not that this...
Somebody must have heard me wrong.
Okay.
I actually did thank them and
Okay.
told them I respect them a lot for what they did.
Okay, and did you say, hey, dude, I know
and
what I
I
got
told them I
coming.
deserved what I deserve what I got coming to me.
Okay.
I respect
Thank them for
you.
apprehending me.
Because you understand what you did
Yes.
with your grandparents. Okay. And it wasn't anybody else that did it. It was you.
Yep.
Right? There was nobody else
Nope.
in that house with
Nope.
you. Okay.
The detective has been concealing a rather large piece of information that goes to show that the killer teen had not been completely honest so far.
Essentially at the end of the day, and I was going to show you a picture of the gun. Would that be the gun? It's kind of a dark picture.
Yes, it is. How'd you know?
I know lots of things.
Looks like an SKS.
Is that the gun that you used?
Yes. Okay. You guys have this gun, don't you?
Mm-hmm. You said earlier that you're pretty smart. We're pretty smart at what we do.
Obviously.
We do good work.
Oh, you traced my phone calls and my text messages and figured out Brandon had it. Yeah.
We ended up with the gun.
That's what counts.
Okay.
Prior to the shooting, Brandon had offered advice to Isaiah on how to use the rifle, which ultimately ended the lives of Janet and Rick. Additionally, the pair discussed other ways to kill the victims. The morning of May 13th, Isaiah told Brandon that he could break into his grandparents' home and take whatever he wanted. When Brandon arrived, he snuck into the home, but supposedly left in a hurry and didn't notify the local authorities as he was allegedly nervous about the situation. Brandon eventually sold the rifle to another friend, but the gun was turned over to the police once the bodies were discovered. Still, the question of why has yet to be answered, but as Isaiah reveals what drove him to commit the ultimate crime, he loses all control.
I don't know what built up in me. I just had so much stress.
Like what?
My grandma was dying of cancer. My grandpa called me a piece of shit every night of my life and every day. He constantly told me to just kill myself or fall off the earth. They treated me like...
I like that picture with that quote.
My grandma with everything. But my grandpa made everything so hard because he'd always stress me out, scream at me for no reason.
I gotta be honest, his grandpa looks like a meme or something.
Me for no reason. I didn't know what to do anymore, so I just snapped. Shot both of them and stole the truck.
Okay.
If Isaiah's claims are true, this type of long-term verbal and emotional abuse from his grandpa would have been extremely damaging. However, it's important to keep in mind that he could be lying in order to provide a justification for his actions. After all, he doesn't say that his grandma was abusive, and he still killed her as well. We also cannot verify any of these claims.
What did she and why did you shoot Grandpa first?
I hate it.
Why?
He's made my life a living hell.
Okay. How long had you been thinking about doing that?
That one day.
That one day?
That one day.
Okay. Nothing before, because...
Well, I had thought, but I never really made a plan.
Okay, when you say I thought, what kind of things are you thinking?
I wanted to kill my grandpa, but I never wanted to hurt my grandma.
Yeah.
It's just I couldn't have just left her there.
I couldn't have just left her there. What?
Did it.
Isaiah's legs are shaking, possibly from the anxiety of being questioned or reliving the trauma of committing a violent crime. If he had previously been a danger to himself as he claims, this could also be the cause of his notable trepidation.
Okay, and did he see it coming?
He didn't even notice.
I mean, where was he
He was
looking?
so drunk and high on his oxycontin and hydrocodone,
Okay.
he didn't even know where.
Let me do this if I can. If you stand up real quick.
Yes, sir.
If I'm your grandpa sitting over on the couch like here. Are we this close?
He was sitting like this,
Okay.
kind of down like that. I was right about here up the stairs.
Okay, so is he hunched over? Is he asleep?
Yeah, no, he's just out of it
Just like
on his
this.
drugs.
'Cause
Yeah, he was
okay,
hunched
like
over
this.
like. Oh, I was on the 4th or 5th stair down at first, so I could see his hair from there. When I took the first shot, I took one step up, a stair up, so I could see his whole head shot.
Where
And
the first
then-
shot hit him?
First shot straight through his head,
Right here?
right temple.
Okay. Right temple?
No, like right in the temple.
Oh, right in the temple.
Yeah.
Okay, and what'd he do?
Smacked his face off the coffee table.
Okay. So when you're coming up the stairs, did you kind of sneak up the stairs a little bit?
I was like,
How come?
I didn't want to hear me.
Okay.
Yeah, what the
Like
fuck?
as soon as
And where's Grandma?
I took this step right here, Grandma would be like 3 feet to the side
That
of you.
way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I stepped up the first stair, took the shot, stepped up the second stair, took 2 more shots.
At Grandma?
By demonstrating how the killings occurred, The detective is solidifying the fact that this shooting was not in self-defense or in any way provoked by his grandparents.
Grandpa treated me terribly. Nobody would ever believe it. He's assaulted me before. He's done so many different things wrong to me.
Okay. But he didn't do anything to you that night.
And it's just, I could never report any of it. Because my grandma would always vouch for him and make me look like the bad one. Like, he'd smoke pot with me. And I'd tell it to the cops. And he'd just be like, nope, never happened.
Notice that Isaiah's hands are palm up as he talks.
What a dickhead. His grandpa was cool and smoked weed with him. And he's like...
Yeah, he's still... Yeah, I was going to say.
He's going to act like he's a dickhead.
Which is known as the rogatory position. When someone holds their hands in this way, they may be pleading with the other person to believe what they're saying. The rogatory position indicates low confidence. So if someone makes a statement that they know for a fact is true, their body language should reflect high confidence.
When I got busted for paraphernalia, when I got put on probation, that was his pipe. I tried so many times to tell the cops that, but they were like, it's in your room. And I was just like, it was his, though.
The detective handles a question raised by Isaiah that is sure to come as a complete surprise.
Has their funerals been held yet?
No, I don't think they have, Isaiah. I don't know. I haven't heard.
Would there be any way I'd be able to go to them?
That I couldn't
What
tell
the
you.
fuck?
And I'll tell you, since you're shooting straight with me, I doubt it.
Could you imagine him at the funeral? Like that would be so crazy. Like, you know what? Charlie Kirk's funeral, we should bring the killer there, too. He should go there.
Oh, my God.
That would be neat, too. Every killer should go to their victims' funerals. It should just be a normal thing.
Everybody should hit you're mandated by law.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking
I don't know, I don't make
narc-ass
that call.
grandson.
I don't want my
Right?
family to kill me anyways.
Okay.
He's trying his best to, like, paint Grandpa as a bad guy, and the worst thing he could say, he's like, he smoked weed with me, and I got caught with his pipe and got in trouble. And he wanted me to take the blame instead of him. It's like, yeah, well, that makes sense. Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm not making any recommendations or whatever, any legal whatever, but sounds like Grandpa, I wish Grandpa would have been my grandpa.
Although we are able to hear from Isaiah throughout the interrogation, he spoke with us in an exclusive, never-before-heard interview where he expanded on the alleged abuse.
Dude,
and gave us
more never-before-heard content here on the Dank Dumpster channel.
With us instead.
Yes, on Explore With Us Instead.
deeper look into what he now believes led to that fateful day.
There wasn't any, like, in my head, there wasn't any make it to 18. I've gotten shot twice before I was 17.
Oh, God.
I didn't think I was going to be around that long. That wasn't a thought. I had no regard for my life whatsoever. Everything I did was so obviously a cry for help that it didn't make sense. And nothing good happened. Nobody tried to help, nothing. So in my head, I was like, all right, I'm on my own, so I'm just going to, I don't know, like, what do I do? And then once I'm on house arrest, like, you can't even get away from the problem at this point. So how do you eliminate the problem? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that other people failing me throughout my life is the reason I did it. At the end of the day, I'm the reason I did it. I chose to do what I did. But a lot of things could have happened if I would have had options.
Isaiah explains the alleged abuse that he endured at the hands of Rick and Janet.
We had those kind of interactions where I'm like, hey, like they'd call the cops, and I'd be like, he literally just hit me, and I defended myself. What am I supposed to do? Or, like, he had a bunch of plants in the backyard, and they knew about it. And they were like, oh, that's just ditchweed. Just leave that alone. They just pulled the plants and left them alone. And there was a few occasions where I was like, okay, he assaulted me, like literally. And my grandma would be like, nope, didn't happen that way. He hit him first. And they'd be like, well, if you press charges, you're both going to go to jail because they both say that you did it first. And it's their word against yours. No one's going to listen to a dumb kid. Who cares about the kid, right? Doesn't matter if a 15-year-old's getting his ass kicked. That's irrelevant.
His claims about his feelings toward his grandmother seem to be ever-changing. During this particular account, it seems he's placing at least some of the blame on her, which is in contrast to his statements during his interrogation.
I wanted to kill my grandpa, but I never wanted to hurt my grandma.
She was a mega enabler, and the verbal abuse and the emotional abuse was from her. She was the one that was doing a lot of the screaming, and like she'd always back him up. And like, great example, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna leave. And she's like, I wish you would have just ended up yourself and making it work. It would have been a lot easier on us. Like she'd say shit like that.
Well, I don't want to just tell my story because it'll help me get out. Because obviously I know that. That's one of the first thoughts. But the first thought, the initial thought is this could help a lot.
Bill Hicks said, yep, this is Jane. Oh my God.
Like if some kid that's 16 years old is getting his ass beat, hears me talk about it and how it feels to be alone, and it helps them, and they actually go and talk to somebody about it, then that's worth telling my story. That's worth reliving all the points. Like the biggest thing I want to do with my life, I want to be an advocate for at-risk youth, because I feel like if somebody would have just talked to me and really understood what I was going through and been like, hey, I get that, like, but you're okay, like you're not by yourself, I think that probably would have changed a lot, because the hardest part about it was feeling like I was alone.
Today, Isaiah has seemingly found a new path, even accomplishing some rehabilitative programming, along with achieving...
He's found his way to Jesus. He's on a righteous path.
...his career readiness certificate. His co-conspirator,
He stopped smoking that damn marijuana.
Brandon Allers took a plea agreement to testify against Isaiah and was sentenced to 18 years in prison for his part in the horrific murders. This story doesn't end here, though. When police were finally able to search the grandparents' home, they allegedly found numerous internet searches on one of the computers, locating various methods on how to kill someone. In another sickening find, according to news sources, authorities supposedly uncovered inappropriate photos of children. The pictures were allegedly found under the grandfather's account, but nothing else has ever been revealed about the horrendous discovery. During Isaiah's trial, a clinical psychologist testified that during the time period of the crime, Isaiah possessed the emotional
17.
Maturity of a 12 to 14-year-old. But this did not stop the
he was 17, okay.
killer from facing the inevitable consequences. Initially, Isaiah was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. But in an unexpected turn of events, the judgment was overturned. After 4 years...
He's on a straight path now, and now he's a civil engineer. Now he's a civil engineer working for the city of Baltimore.
It's nice.
He's doing great.
Years
Plot
behind
twist.
bars, Isaiah was resentenced to life in prison with a chance at parole, without a minimum incarceration time. This means that there is no telling when or if he will
Here he
be
is.
released.
There's Gene. I'm Gene. I did it, and I don't fucking give a shit. Okay. Fuck you.
It's me, Paul Dano. Gene.
I can do what I want. All right, everyone, if you haven't yet, please hit the like button on this stream. You might have to like double tap the screen or whatever, or up in the top right hand corner, there's like 3 dots you can click. Click the 3 dots and then give the stream a like. We're gonna cover more stuff. You guys want to cover more stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
Yeah.
Oh, there's got a pee break. But yeah, hit the like button and tip, guys. Okay, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
See if we can get past 10 likes, guys.
Have we not done that yet? What the hell? No, we're at almost 20.
Sorry, mine wasn't even counting upwards. I have to refresh it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do that, but we're actually doing pretty good on likes. Let's get
we
the
just hit
20.
20.
Yeah, let's get the 25 likes, guys. Cover one you haven't done before. With the next two we haven't done. I guess that one maybe we did do a long time ago. To be honest, it's been so long. I kind of didn't really remember. But the next two are ones that definitely I'm sure we haven't covered. But yeah, please. Let me put a link in the chat for that real quick. Waiting for Dirk to come back too. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that was the first story. The next one is about a killer couple. Ooh.
Ooh.
Kind of like Bonnie and Clyde.
Sexy.
Kind of like Bonnie and Clyde, but like more retarded. You know?
There we go.
Like
the least cancelable way to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
Sorry.
I'm Gene.
Okay. Where's Dirk? Alright, well, we'll just get it started. Yeah.
Taking a piss.
I'm Jean, and my peen is stinky.
Whoa. What a disgusting person. Individual situation. Killer couple, yep. Alright, let's get it going then. Blondie.
We lost our Taylor gang.
Oh. Let me get Taylor back in here. Okay, there we go. Alright. Here we go.
At the very least,
Brony and
based
Clyde.
off of everything we know now, you're a co-conspirator in his...
Oh, God. No.
This is Dominique Marie Britt. Together with her boyfriend Cody, these two orchestrated an evil murder plot. Now, as Cody tries his best to cover up for their crimes...
First off, am I under arrest?
Yes, sir.
You take that seriously?
Yes. And if there's a reason for what happened, I know...
Time out.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
Okay.
He is completely unaware that Dominique has already told detectives everything.
We need to know specifically whose idea this was.
Hold up. The fuck is this? Taylor, we're supposed to only do... we normally only do explore with us.
Oh, Cody.
Okay.
I should have just called the
Taylor's crazy.
Stop it, Cody. I know.
The big question here is, if you knew the plan, why is Nate dead?
On April 29, 2024, emergency personnel in Oregon City, Oregon, rushed 25-year-old Nathan
holy
Anderson
fuck,
to a
that is
nearby
very
hospital
close to me.
after discovering him in an alley with 3 bullet wounds to his abdomen.
That's like less
Nate
than
was a
20
rapper.
minutes from me.
Huh.
A hard worker who had in recent
Nate?
years completely turned his life around. He didn't have any enemies, which made the sudden attack seem as though it had come out of nowhere. But everyone has parts of their life no one knows about, both good and bad. Unfortunately, finding out those details can be challenging. And that was true for me too. I've always wanted to learn the stories of my family and ancestors' lives,
Oh,
to see
Jesus
who they
Christ.
were, what their lives were like, and what legacy they left behind. That's why I want to thank My Heritage. the
Oh,
sponsor of
thanks,
today's
My
video.
Heritage,
I recently
guys.
took the plunge to learn more about my own family.
He took the
starting with what
plunge.
they call the Magic 7. All I had to do was enter the names of 7 people: me, my parents, and my grandparents, Within seconds, my
How
heritage
long
pulled
does this
information from
bull-
36
how long does this
billion
go-
historical
whatever.
records to match relatives
Alright.
and helped me uncover my family's roots.
See,
I was
this
even
is
able to
like
find
why
this
we
old
stay with
census from the
Explore with us,
1940s
Taylor.
With my grandfather's name on it.
He's going
And
on
I
with
had
some
no
bullshit.
idea that he had any siblings, let alone a sister who moved across the country and made a life for herself in Arizona. Oddly enough, she settled in one of my favorite
What the fuck?
a place that I've always loved
What
and
is
felt at home in, but never
he?
knew why. In my experience with my
Exactly,
heritage,
Bill.
or
Had to
something?
bully Shabisky into
with my
bringing this
Heritage's
show
photo
back.
tools, I uploaded an old
Yeah?
black and white picture of my grandmother, who recently passed, and was able to enhance, colorize, and to my
Yeah,
true
skip this
day
bullshit ad. I agree with
There we go.
where
Scabeebington.
police found themselves digging for connections to Nathan that weren't obvious on the surface.
Actually, my
After nearly
family
a week-long
situation.
investigation, police were able to look through Nate's phone and all the nearby security cameras, which led them to two suspects: Anderson's former co-worker, 26-year-old Cody Denowith, and his girlfriend, 26-year-old Dominique Britt. Within a week, Clackamas County Sheriff's Office knew that Cody had pulled the trigger over a jealous feud. To his family
good
and
old
friends,
Clackamas County
he didn't
Sheriff's
seem the
Office.
type. The following footage was provided to us by the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office.
Then we're just gonna wait for my.
I got
partner
arrested by
to get
them
here.
once.
Do you actually mind sitting in this one?
Yeah.
I got some water. Do you want anything else?
No, I'm fine.
Do you, if you need tissues or anything,
Maybe.
I can try and find some of those.
Hell yeah,
I'll be right
Supergirl's
back,
boyfriend.
okay? Did you find a tissue box? I will try to find one.
Wait, what the fuck do you mean you will try to find a tissue box? It's a place. You guys perform interrogations and stuff, and you don't have tissue boxes around?
If the look on her face doesn't make it obvious enough, yeah, she's going to need a tissue box. Detectives return and
She's
read her
gonna
her
need a
Miranda
tissue
rights.
box.
In the next room over, they do the same for her boyfriend, though he's not quite as friendly as his better half.
First off, am I under arrest?
Yes, sir.
For what?
As soon as my partner gets in here.
Okay.
So, Cody, just so you know, my name's Steve Hunter. I'm a detective with Clackamas County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
This room's audio and video recorded. This is Alex. He's also a detective.
Okay.
So there's a camera here. There's one up there.
Okay.
I have
and
these
then this is
people's
audio.
Facebooks pulled up right now.
We want to talk to you about the investigation. And
The people that... The murderers?
yeah, the two murderers here.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to
what
see
we're
if I had any
investigating.
mutuals with
Well,
them.
Huh.
I'm gonna go through
Tends
that.
to
But before we do that, it's important that you know your
tends
rights.
to happen. I used to be a
You
drug
understand
dealer.
your rights?
Yep.
Okay.
And I have an actual phone call, correct?
You'll get a phone call eventually. We don't provide those
Well,
generally
weed
at this stage.
specifically.
But yeah, so I'm a detective in our homicide.
Never went past that.
I'm investigating an incident from last Monday.
Okay.
Do you know anything about that? Do you have any idea what that's about?
Last Monday, not specifically, no.
Okay. Where were you last Monday?
Last Monday, so I got out of jail Thursday. So Monday,
We
I was
get
at
the
my
good shit out
mother-in-law's.
here in
And
Oregon.
where's that?
over on Linden Lane.
Linden Lane, so like a Grove area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long were you there for?
I
3 or 4
dated
days.
somebody that lived in Oak Grove.
California.
I used to go there all the time.
Oak Grove what?
Oak Grove, Oregon.
Oh, I used to live in Oak Grove, California at one point.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
So last Monday, you were at your aunt's.
No, I was at my mother-in-law's.
Or your mother-in-law's.
Yeah.
And is that the Classic one again? I'm sorry.
No, that's the Linden Lane.
Linden Lane, sorry. And did you go anywhere that day?
I went to McDonald's to get food for my daughter.
Which McDonald's did you go to?
Over on McLaughlin.
On McLaughlin?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you
Got
go?
her a Happy Meal.
Okay. Did you go anywhere else that day?
No, nothing I remember of.
Okay. Did you go anywhere down in the Clackamas area near like 82 Drive, 212 area?
No.
No?
Definitely not over there.
Not at all?
I said I definitely wasn't over there.
Okay.
I don't think. Just think here. Last Monday, that was a week ago, you know, I don't keep tabs on everything.
No, that's fair. I
Yeah.
get it. People are busy and all that kind of stuff. So what we're kind of looking into, and I guess before I get into it, what time did you go to McDonald's? What time were you away from the house?
I'd say in between 4 or 5 o'clock-ish, maybe.
Somewhere in there. You went to the McDonald's on McLaughlin.
On McLaughlin, yeah.
And how did you pay for your meal there?
With a card.
Your credit card?
Yes, my debit card.
Your debit card?
Yeah.
Who's in the bank?
Key Bank.
Key Bank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what vehicle were you in?
That one.
The Nissan?
Yep.
And
One that you guys smashed.
I wasn't there for that, so I don't know. Is it pretty banged up?
Yeah, it's banged up. It was really all for us just sitting there.
Okay.
You know.
I'm sorry that happened to you. I know that that's stressful.
Yeah, I still owe like 15 grand on it.
Cody doesn't seem to realize that he has much, much bigger problems than the fact that his car was damaged when law enforcement arrested him. His impatience and aggression are a cornerstone of his interrogation, which leads detectives to wonder, how volatile is he when there aren't cops and cameras around? Specifically, how much was he with Dominique and Nathan?
I guess kind of from the top, because I wasn't there and I know they asked you these questions, but if you can give me kind of a brief rundown of how you met Cody, how long you guys have been together.
We met at a recovery camp out, and we just hit it off, and he asked my number. He was still in treatment, so we just like talked on the phone. Pretty much he came over one day, and that day I got pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Okay.
He got out of treatment, moved into an Oxford house, and then 7 months of me being pregnant, he moved in with me and my mom, and then after we moved into the place that we're at now. Well, we were at 19 and then we moved to 2.
Okay.
So almost 2 years we've been together.
Alrighty. In your relationship with Cody, what is Cody like? What's he about?
He's usually a very happy, like, chill person, a great dad, like, loves our kids, like, that's his kid, you know, in his eyes. But he has his moments where he just is like his mental, and he's struggled with that his whole life, but
he farts.
He just never got on medicine because he doesn't want to be a zombie, he said.
Do you think it's like depression, or is it
I think
more
it's
psychosis type?
Yeah. Like
do you think there's voices
something in his head that's, I don't know.
Why do you think that? Is there behaviors you can attribute to, like, hey, that's an example of him being kind of mentally unstable?
Yeah, like, accusing me of cheating on him when I'm, like, home all day with your kids. I cook, I clean, I take care of the house, like, I'm with your kids, or just, like, thinking, like, I'm being sneaky, or thinking that everybody hates him, or people are talking about him, just, like, stuff like that, and it just gets worse and worse, and...
Does he kind of spiral when he gets into those?
Yeah, like this last month, completely different person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has there ever been any prior periods where he was like that?
No, this is like the worst it's got. Like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has there ever been? I know that there was a call at your apartment on the 24th. Milwaukee police came out. It was a domestic violence call. Is what I know.
Yeah, he was screaming and yelling.
Was there any physical stuff that night? Has there ever been any kind of physical abuse?
No, not at all. Like, usually, that night he drank like a whole fifth in like a 20-minute period from the time he got off work to the liquor store to the house.
What do you drink?
Crown Royal, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, he doesn't ever yell at me, nothing. Like, it's this month is just, I don't know.
Do you know what set it off, or why he's been acting like that?
No. I think him getting arrested the last time kind of just made everything worse. Like, within, like, the last 2 weeks, it's just been, like, I don't know, bad, I guess. His mental health, I don't know. It's a lot.
Aside from him accusing you of cheating on him and doing that kind of stuff, what else has there been any other behaviors that were like, whoa, this guy's not well?
Like, when you know, like, when you love somebody and you, like, look at them, like, you know, okay, that person, I love them, you know, that person's fine. Like, you would, even you can ask my mom, like, you look at him and it's just, like, nothing.
Okay.
Like, he's not there at all.
I mean, that's gotta be kind of scary. You said it's never happened before. Do you think that it's related to his use of drugs?
Probably.
Do you know what drugs he uses?
I guess he started after he got arrested. I guess he used it. I know that the other day I had Narcan in the car.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see him in jail?
I mean, it was like sitting, he was like slumped over and it was like in his lap.
Where were you guys?
We were staying at a hotel with the kids.
What's Narcan? I don't remember.
It's that spray that brings you back when you're overdosing on fent or whatever the fuck. And they give you a little nasal spray. And it's like a little Afrin, a little what's the other fucking Nasonex? You know, it's a little Nasonex that blows your high.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Smoking outside.
Yeah, in the car. And I was like, why is he not coming back? You know, the hotel room, I could go off the balcony and look inside the car, and he was just, and so I'm like, ran down there, and he was like all purple, like slapping him, not waking up. I Narcaned him, didn't wake up. I threw cold water on him, and he's like, what happened? I'm like, dude, what? Like,
scary.
Yeah.
What the F indeed? The domestic violence incident that Dominique is referencing occurred on the 25th, just 4 days before Nathan was shot and killed. When
This guy's commentary is amazing.
They called law enforcement, who arrived at the home and found clear evidence that the two hadn't just been yelling. They had put their hands on each other. Cody was held in jail overnight, but released due to a...
Ew, that's disgusting. I would never put my hands on my girlfriend. Ew.
lack of evidence that he was the sole instigator in the
Especially not
altercation.
to choke the bitch
But while
when she
Cody
won't
was
shut
sitting
the
in a jail
fuck
cell,
up.
Nathan was at his home, comforting Dominique in his absence.
Where do you guys live together at all?
We did until last week or the week before last. I went to jail. I was drunk and I got evicted from that spot.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
is that when the police were over there?
Yes.
Like Milwaukee police, I think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since then, you've been staying away?
Yeah, since then, we don't have a no contact order. We're still family,
Yeah.
you know. I'm just not allowed at the apartments. So
Per the management?
Per management, yeah.
Do you still have belongings there?
I needed somebody to remind me what Narcan is, Bill Hicks. God, he's so judgmental. He's like, how can you not know what Narcan is? It's like, God. Everyone should
if
just...
Chad doesn't need it, it doesn't exist. You know?
That you make a good point. It may as well not exist to me. I don't give a shit about no Narcan. That ain't gonna help me.
I'm proud of my adopted son that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
My adopted son, who's like 4 years older than me.
I do, yeah.
What do you like clothing and stuff?
Yeah, everything I own pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you have at the other residences?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No. Yeah.
Is it kind of thing like you go back and grab clothes or?
Yeah, she comes and stays with me, Dominique and the baby, and then they come stay with me at mom's or at aunt's, and you know they just go back and wash clothes and that sort of thing.
Okay, so it's kind of tough living in two places.
It is, yeah. And I have to pay rent for a place I can't even be at.
Are you in recovery now, or?
Yeah, I've been in recovery. I just slipped up this here recently. Today I actually went to Second Chance.
What's that?
It's a outpatient treatment program, and I just went there this morning. Actually, had a assessment done, and later today I was supposed to have a counseling therapist call set up for next week because I'm on medical leave from work right now for 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your triggers, you think, for substance use?
What does it have to do with what's going on?
Well, you just said that you relapsed recently.
Well, I went to jail, you know.
It's stressful.
Yeah. And
were you doing any drugs you went to jail, or is it just
no,
alcohol?
it was just alcohol.
And do you struggle with drugs and alcohol, or
Yes.
just? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been clean off of drugs for quite some time, up until about last week, maybe.
What did you relapse on?
Yeah. Actually, still have some of what I got in the car. It's just a little tiny bag too.
A little bit in there.
Yeah, a little bit in the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once more, Cody seems to be a lot more concerned with money and drug charges than he is with the very real possibility of going to prison for the rest of his life. Dominique, on the other hand, is clinging to her very last thread of sanity, because rightly so, she's concerned about everything, despite her complete lack of accountability for her actions.
Do you remember anything from last Monday?
Yeah, he was with us. We went to McDonald's, got Happy Meals with the kids, and we went back to my mom's.
Okay. Was he with you all day?
Most of the day, he got into a fight, and he dropped me and the kids off. And then he came back, I don't know, like a half hour later.
Do you remember what time these were?
No, honestly, no. I know we picked up our daughter at 2.
From
school. And then, then we went to the park. And then we got into a fight, and then he left and came back, and then we went and got McDonald's and went to my mom's.
Okay.
And then we were there all night.
Which McDonald's?
Bet those kids had to go to the same school my little cousin. Yep. Yes, they went to the same school that my little cousin went to. when
Wow.
she was a kid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Okay. And you don't know when that was?
Mm-mm. I honestly don't even. I couldn't even tell you what I did yesterday.
Was it dark outside? Was it light outside?
It was light outside.
Still light?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know where he was when he left? When you guys got in the fight?
Nope. I just, all right, bye, type of thing.
What was the fight about?
Same shit has been the last freaking month. Him crazy in his head, assuming shit, thinking shit.
Thinking that you were cheating on him?
Yeah, just like everything.
Who does he think that you were cheating on him with?
I don't know.
He just thinks you're cheating on him?
Yeah, he thinks because he can't be at the house that I'm doing stuff. I'm being sneaky. And it's like, okay, dude, like.
Like some separation anxiety.
Yeah.
How did he seem that day? You said.
Fine.
You remember you went to McDonald's
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff. Did he seem off at all?
I mean.
Aside from what we've already talked about.
Fine, I guess. I mean, we didn't really fight. He hung out with the kids.
What vehicle was he in?
Ours.
The Nissan that we had?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can understand. I sense some. You're not happy about that.
No, not at all.
It's understandable. Where did you guys stay together that night?
Yeah, my mom's.
At your mom's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When he came back, did he have anything with him or anything like that? You said you've met Nathan Anderson like a couple times.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about him?
Honestly, he seemed like an alright guy. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't really like. He came over and when we were at my mom's, so I was pregnant, him and his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever.
Do you know her?
I met her same amount of times I've met Nate.
Okay.
Yeah, they had dinner, they came to our baby shower, and then when Cody helped them move, that was the only times I've seen him.
When was that?
I don't know, like 2 months ago? I don't know.
Moving out of hers or moving into?
They moved into an apartment together, Nate and that girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When was the last time that you hung out with Nate?
That I can remember, that time. But I guess he was, when the cops came, Nate was there that night. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess.
I gotta
I
go
don't
wake
know.
Danny up. Leave, I'll be back.
I was
All
drunk
right.
that night too.
Okay.
I don't remember nothing from that night. Nothing.
Was Cody ever jealous of Nate?
No. No.
No?
No. I mean, I don't think so. I don't know,
Did
honestly.
he ever express to you that he
No.
was jealous of Nate?
Mm-mm.
Did he ever accuse you of any kind of relationship with Nate?
No.
Or anything like that? Okay. Because Cody told me that he was concerned that that night Nate had maybe taken advantage.
That's what supposedly, I guess, I couldn't tell you. The cops, when they showed up, I had blood on me from, I don't know, like my knees still, you can see, still scraped up. So I don't know, like.
Do you remember where that was from?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And you don't remember when Nate came over that night?
No.
Or anything like that?
No, that night is a blur. Like, I remember going to bed with my son and my dog and waking up, my son and my dog in the house. That's what I remember.
Does your son go to sleep with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so was he still in the bed when you woke up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the dog was there too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't remember any other details?
No.
Any interactions you had with Nate?
No, I honestly don't remember that night at all, and I wish I could remember, but I just guess I was, I don't know, too drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we aren't going to say that nothing happened. However, there is an important thread that Dominique is skipping over here. There is no evidence that Nathan insinuated he had taken advantage of her. In fact, it was Dominique herself who proposed the idea to Cody after he returned from prison and learned that Nathan had been at the house. Regardless of what happened, the most earth-shattering fact the interrogation room had heard so far remains the same: Nathan's presence, and that story which provides a motive.
Prior to this happening, did Cody ever express any sort of ill will against Nathan Anderson?
No, I think it just, whatever happened to me, if it happened, if it didn't, you know, the way that Nate was wording it, it seemed like something happened to me, and I think Cody just, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. He didn't tell me that he was going to do anything. If he did anything, I don't know. I'm like, my whole mind is like trying to like figure things out and like put pieces together. But it's not the Cody I know.
Yeah. It can be hard too, because, you know.
You're lying, Red Eye.
Doing this job is that
she's innocent, Red Eye.
You know what I mean?
She's a woman and she's
Any
crying.
indication that Cody wanted to do anything bad to Nate, or
Don't you understand?
crazy or anything?
I know he was talking about wanting to beat him up.
What did he say about that?
Guys, why don't you have your cameras on? You're all beautiful in and out, especially in, but also out.
I keep having to step from my mic, but I'm close enough that I'm still here. I'll turn my camera back on in a minute.
I'm serial killer Bisky.
Because Nate was telling him, like, oh, we can meet up and we can fight, blah, blah. And I told Cody, like, dude, it's not worth it. Because if for some reason you guys get caught and you hurt him or whatever the case is by beating him up, like, dude, like, what am I going to do?
It kind of leaves you in a lurch.
Yeah. Then he let it go.
What do you mean?
Like, he just stopped saying that he wanted to go fight him and it was just over with.
Okay.
I thought.
Okay. I talked to your dad yesterday, and my understanding is Cody reached out to him for help dealing with Nate. What's the story there? Why would he go to your dad?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think he wanted it to be like more let's jump him type of thing. And
To defend your honor type thing?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Did you ever tell Cody that something happened between you and Nathan?
No.
He just assumed based
From
on
what Nate was saying, yeah.
From what Nate was saying, and then the observations he made of your body after. Okay. Did your dad, and I don't ask this in a judgy way, like there's people in my family who've been to prison. Does your dad have a violent past?
Yeah, my dad's been arrested like 60 times.
Okay. What for?
Everything.
Does he ever
He hasn't like killed anybody or anything.
Or
Yeah,
assault?
gun charges, drug charges, probation violation, escape charges, like he went to like a halfway thing and he didn't complete it.
Does Cody know all that?
I mean, it's, my dad doesn't hide his past.
No, I get it. Is that, do you think why he reached out to your dad?
Maybe.
Okay. Because my understanding is Cody was pretty open with members of your family before this happened about wanting to deal with Nate. And your understanding is that's completely...
Like, I thought, like, beating him up, like, that's what he told me. Did I think he would... Did I think he might? I'm not going to say because I don't know. I don't want to, like...
Yeah.
You know. No, I didn't think he would or did be capable of doing something like this.
Of killing him.
Yeah, not at all. Because, like, I'm saying, like, Cody, I know, like, he works, he comes home, he plays with the kids, like, we go to the park, we take walks, like, we go to the arcade, like, normal family stuff, what we do.
Who uses that Nissan mostly?
Cody.
Cody? Okay. Because it's a pretty distinctive car. We noticed that when he was arrested, there was a sticker that was previously on the car that was no longer on the car.
That's what they told me.
It was like a little triangle shaped sticker. Do you know what that was? Because it's been photographed like a bunch of times.
Yeah. That's what they told me. If it was there and it was gone, I don't know. Honestly, I didn't take it off. I don't know.
Do you know where that gun is, the 6-hour?
No, honestly, I don't. And if I did, I would tell you guys because it's in my name, you know.
Is Cody the only person that would have had access?
Yeah, me and him.
Sometimes, when we're doing these investigations, people are afraid to talk about embarrassing details or things like that, things that they're embarrassed by. Is everything that you've told us so far the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's really, really, really important. If you know things about this case, that's information that we want to know. Because if you withhold information from us, then we find it out later. It just makes us more suspicious, makes our job harder, and we don't have the complete story. We as detectives, our job is to gather facts.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like I told the other detectives, like if anything, like I remember or I think gets brought up, I will tell you. I have all their numbers. Like I have nothing to hide. I wish I had more to tell you guys to make it, I guess, easier. But
yeah, well, no, I appreciate that. I really do.
Nothing like throwing out an "I appreciate that" when you know a suspect is lying through their teeth. Fortunately, they don't need a full confession. Every bit of information that Dominique provides is more than Cody is giving them. Because according to Cody, he hardly even knew Nate.
So we're investigating the death of a man named Nathan Anderson.
Yeah, I heard that.
How did you hear about that?
social media.
Social media?
Yeah, it's not on the news. I looked.
Yeah.
I guess they're not making it a big deal or something.
Did you know Nathan?
Yeah, he used to be my worker.
He used to be a worker for you?
Yeah.
At Dave's?
At Dave's, yeah.
When was that?
Maybe a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we've hung out maybe 2 or 3 times since then. I helped him move from his mom's to an apartment complex.
Okay.
And it's the first time I heard from him in about 6 months.
When was that?
Maybe a few months back.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess somebody had bought their house or something. They had to get out.
Was he, so you said he was moving from his mom's to an apartment?
To an apartment with his girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was there. I helped him move. And after that, he called me one day saying that he needed picked up. He had just got arrested or whatever for a DUI or something.
Oh, so like recently?
Yeah, recently.
Okay.
Yeah, and he looked pretty bad off, you know, and I took him to the impound lot and helped him get all of his belongings and took him up to his grandma's in Oregon City.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and dropped him and all of his belongings off. And
so pretty recently, you said he looked kind of like he's been struggling?
Yeah.
Did he look like he was using drugs again?
Possibly. I'm sure he was, yeah.
Did you guys talk about using drugs or recovery or anything like that?
He used to be a recovery mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and he said that he's just going through a hard time right now. I guess I don't know what him and his girlfriend were going through. You know, I try to stay out of people's personal business.
Sure.
But him and his girlfriend were going through something, and he was struggling, and his life just started to fall apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, it is, because I've been there, you know?
Yeah. So you helped him get his car out?
No, not his car, just his belongings.
Or just his belongings out of impound,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the last time that you talked to him?
No, I've talked to him since then. Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time that you talked to him?
Talked to him?
Yeah.
When I got out of jail, I talked to him.
So that was last...
To 25th or something around there. Yeah, I don't know the exact date.
Okay.
But I talked to him, and I guess he'd come over to my apartment while I was in jail, and ended up getting my girlfriend high and all sorts. Yeah, I don't know the whole story. He wouldn't tell me it.
Is Dominique in recovery too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's like, and she wasn't getting high or anything, you know.
How long has she been clean?
Off.
Yeah.
5 years or so, maybe, she says. Yeah. And off of alcohol up until recently, a couple of years.
So that's kind of a big hit.
Yeah, like we're all in recovery, and you know.
Does he know Dominique?
I don't know personally, just through me maybe.
What made him go over to your apartment?
Because I was in jail.
Do you think he was like trying to pick up Dominique?
I couldn't tell you. He wouldn't tell me. I tried to get the full story from him for a couple of days, and he kept getting all heated in arguments and stuff, and you know, cussing him and this, that, and the other. And it's on the Facebook if you've been on his. I'm sure you have since you're doing the investigation. I'm sure that's probably why I'm here, because of all his threats and stuff, right?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen it myself personally, but what kind of threats was he making to you?
Just that he would end my life and this, that, and the other, and I don't know him, and where he's from the cartel, and he's from GD, and he's this, that, and the other, and he'll wipe me clean, and blah, 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 and
so lots of stuff.
Lots of drugs talking.
Okay. Did he seem like he was...
No, he didn't. He couldn't, I don't know what he was doing. Okay. I couldn't tell you personally.
How did that make you feel? Did you feel threatened?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You know, in my eyes, he was like my little brother. You know, I didn't know him on a personal level, but you know, he's younger than me. We've been through some of the same things. He had his life on track there for a minute, you know, and if he needed help, all he had to do was call.
Yeah.
You know, I was always there if he needed help.
So it's kind of messed up that he went over to your apartment then, given the fact that it sounds like you tried to help him out.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really mind, you know, I didn't think he was trying to pick up on her, but she couldn't remember what was going on because she was blacked out drunk.
Okay.
And so I tried to get the story from him, and all I asked him was, hey, screenshot me the messages that you guys had, that way I can get some clarity on the situation of what happened.
Yeah.
And immediately, he just went into blah, 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 that blah, blah. Like, dude, some simple screenshots. Like, what's the problem?
What did you think went down with them?
That she got... And I mentioned that to him and on Facebook as well. You'll see that if you take a look.
Did he deny it?
And he didn't deny it, but he didn't confirm it, you know? And just pretty much, I felt like he was trying to protect something, and then it came down to like, just holler at me when you're cooled off, man.
Yeah.
you know. And a couple days go by, and I'm like, hey, are we cool? Like, are we both good? I know we're both hot-headed. Are we both good? It's like, oh, yeah, we're good. Like, you know, this, that, and the other. And I couldn't tell you the exact conversation word for word, you know. But, you know, we're like, all right, we're both cool. That's all right.
Did you guys hang out again after that?
No, we haven't hung out since. And then a few days go on, and I see some stuff on Facebook from Kayla posting it, R.I.P. and like, what happened? I messaged her.
You messaged her?
I messaged her, yeah, and she said that the detectives aren't being clear on what happened, just that he was murdered.
Police haven't had a chance to confront Cody with any real evidence, but they don't need to. All they need is one person to crack and throw the other under the bus. And when they present even a tiny amount of evidence to Dominique, she's ready to practically duct tape Cody to the bus lane.
One of the things that we did during this investigation is obviously we reviewed the contents of your phone when we dumped your phone. Then we found messages between you and Cody from the day of Nathan's murder. Okay. And they kind of raise more questions than they provide answers. Okay. And so when I say it's important for you to be super honest, it is very important for you to be really honest, because some of these messages don't make it look really good. And I don't know the full story, okay? And I don't know the dynamics of your relationship outside of he is very obviously upset at you for a long time before this goes down. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you some questions about these messages, and I want you to be super honest with me, okay? That's all I'm asking for. He messaged you a couple hours before Nathan was killed that he needed you to bring him his toy, the one from upstairs.
Yeah, and I said, told him sure, and then I called him and I said, no, I'm not bringing nothing to you.
What is he referring to?
The gun, probably. The gun. And I told him I'm not...
The SIG gun?
Yeah, I told him I'm not bringing nothing to you. If you want it, you can come get it. Because he's not supposed to be on the property. Yeah. He came in the house, he grabbed a backpack.
Which backpack?
The blue one that was at my aunt's house, put clothes in it. He left. He came back, and that's when it was missing.
Okay. And that was last Monday? Okay.
Or Sunday. Yeah, Monday or Sunday, yeah.
Okay. You messaged him and he said, do you even know where he is? Who are you referring to?
Nate, because he was going to meet my dad, right? At my dad's work, and then he's like, oh, I'm just gonna drive around, and I'm like, do you even know where he's at? Like, because I thought, because when he came to get the stuff, his bag and obviously the weapon, I didn't go upstairs and look for it. I should have done more, you know, and I know that now.
Does he refer to his gun, that gun, as his toy?
That's the first time he's ever said that, because it's not, those are my weapons, you know. And I just told him, I was like, do you even know where he's at? Like, you're just driving around like a maniac, you know. Like I said, I thought he was going to beat him up. Now that the weapon, I'm like, yes, things are piecing together where...
So he's asking you to bring him a gun, and you thought he's going to go beat Nate up?
That's what he told me.
Okay. Why would he need a gun to beat up Nathan?
I don't know.
Okay. He said, I'm going to do this alone, because your dad wasn't going to help him, right? And I just need you to bring me my toy. So he's pretty adamant that he wants this gun. Is that accurate?
And I called him and I told him I wasn't going to.
Okay. So after he asked for that, did he come to your apartment? And that's when he went inside and did
grabbed the backpack, some clothes, upstairs. He went upstairs.
Did you see what he took from upstairs?
No. I know, like I said,
I will say, dude, no offense to these two tweakers, but the first story was way more interesting. I mean, I knew the Joker kid with his I knew that would be a tough act to follow. But this one, I mean, it's like
this one's more interesting to me because it happens so goddamn close to where I live.
Fair enough.
I can recognize places being named here.
Yeah. I just wanted to say why. I wanted to explain why I didn't really have much to say because it's like, oh yeah, they killed the guy. They're a couple of
Yeah, Taylor should have made sure it was Iwu. Iwu's always great. They may have covered this story. I don't know. I don't know who this thread guy is or neat like.
She was too busy being pretty.
Yeah, she's too busy being an angel.
I don't know. My mindset, I thought he was just gonna go beat him up. Honestly, like that's just what I really thought.
Taylor, you're grounded from watching whatever this fucking channel is called, okay? You're grounded.
gonna do.
Okay. He goes.
You have to watch Dank Dumpster instead.
It comes to crazy shit.
Yeah, like when he got arrested last time, they wanted me to press charges on a domestic violence because I had blood on me and stuff, and I said I fell because I don't know what happened. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know.
I'm on my period.
He told you that you probably aren't going to see him for a while. Before Nathan was murdered. What did you understand when he said that?
I was saying, like that week of those messages, it was, oh, you're never gonna see me, and I'm never gonna come back. It's like it was always something like that. Like, I don't know.
Okay. He told you you're gonna bring me what I asked for in a backpack. And you're saying that didn't happen, that he actually came to the apartment?
He came into the apartment because I said, nope, I'm not doing nothing like that.
Okay. When he was on the phone and you were talking to him, what was he telling you?
I called him and I said, I'm not going to bring you anything. If you want to come, you can come in and get it. I said, but if anybody sees you on the property, they're going to call the cops for trespassing. Oh, well, then I'll come get it myself, blah, 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 and then hung up on me.
Okay. So he told you he's going to come get the gun?
Okay. Come get the backpack, his clothes, the gun. Yeah.
Okay. You asked if you asked if he was going to go to Chrissy's, right? To Mom's. You guys are kind of arguing during these messages too, where it's like, he's like, nope, we're done. You're like, no, we're going to work it out, that kind of stuff. And he says, I'm not going to go to Mom's.
See, Natalie gets it.
Toys, then I'm leaving. And then when I get done, I'll
Bitches in their periods.
Is that Chrissy's?
And he was gone. He came and got the stuff.
Exactly right, Taylor.
And then he literally came back, and we went to McDonald's. We went to my mom's.
Wait, what'd Taylor say?
I'm telling you, he acted completely normal. Like nothing happened.
That's you could be asleep. It is like 4 in the morning for her.
You met up with Nate?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I need you to be real honest.
He said that he was going to meet up with him, and that he was waiting for him to show up, and that was it. So, and I just.
Did he ever tell you that he was with him or anything like that?
I think so. That he was with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need the full story.
I know.
You need to stop hiding things related to this investigation, because this is a murder. A man is dead, right? And if that guy did something to you, then that's not okay. But it's also not okay that someone shot and killed him. Okay? And that person is Cody.
A confession in less than 34 minutes, and all it took was reading off a few text messages. As of now, Dominique seems to think that she's sacrificed Cody for the greater good. But she's forgetting that she's one half of those messages, and police just aren't going to let that go without getting the full truth.
But you need to tell us the full story of that day and what happened immediately after, okay? Because we're kind of done beating around the bush now.
I know he met up with him. I know that. And he met up with him on Monday. Monday, Nate died. So.
And you're in a really hard position, and I understand that, and I can actually sympathize with that, okay? But you are not, it's not going to be beneficial to you to withhold more information.
He had to have killed him. I mean, my gun's gone.
No more he had to have, no more whatever. You need to tell us all the details you know about this crime, okay? You were arguing about Nate, you gave him a gun, and then you texted him to ask status updates about what happened.
All crying is ugly crying when you look like this, bitch.
I didn't give him the gun. I didn't. He came and got it, and I didn't know he did it. I know he did it.
What did he tell you after the fact?
That he shot him and left.
What did he do with the gun?
I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't seen it since then. I don't know.
But poor lady.
What did you do with Nathan's belongings?
It was at my mom's.
I think she's
They're poor
innocent.
kids.
No, I think she's innocent. Okay? She's...
The kids are guilty.
Yeah, like, the kids probably did it.
I gotta go wake Danny up again. I hear her backup alarm just going. Back.
Throw water on her.
And he threw it away. I didn't know. It was a backpack in the car. He had backpacks in the car of his clothes because he hasn't been staying at the house. Me, my mom, and him, because my mom had a trash bag, we walked to her trash and he threw away that bag that was in the warrant that you guys were looking for. So I don't know if maybe the gun was in that backpack or something. I don't know. I just know he threw it away.
When he told you that he shot Nathan, what did he say exactly?
Sometimes DP.
He got...
What?
Nathan got out of the car and he shot him and then he drove off.
Did he tell you where he was?
Mm-mm.
No?
Oh, never mind. You're answering that person. Never mind.
That's what he said.
Did he tell you how many times he shot him?
Once or twice, something like that. I don't know.
Which gun did he use to shoot him?
The one that's missing?
The SIG?
Yeah, because that was the one that was upstairs that was gone on Monday. And I haven't seen since.
Okay. Tell me about the car.
The car?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was a sticker on it, yes. It was like a baby on board sticker. And then it was there, and then, okay, it was there, let's say Monday, whatever, it was there. A couple days later, when he came and picked us up again, it was gone.
Who put that sticker on the car?
Cody.
Cody did?
Mm-hmm.
Did he tell you what he did with the sticker?
No.
Did he tell you why he took it off?
Nope. I'm assuming why, it's...
Did he clean the car or do anything else
Mm-mm.
with the car afterwards?
No. It literally looks the exact same as it did 2 weeks ago. All the kids shit in the back.
So we have information that after he shot Nathan,
Mm-hmm.
he came back to the apartment
Mm-hmm.
on River Road.
Yeah, and picked us up.
What was the conversation like after that?
He was completely normal. Like, he didn't go and just shoot somebody. Like, we went to McDonald's, got the kids food, we went back to my mom's, we watched the Smurfs movie, went to sleep, got to school, like, everything we do on a normal day.
When did he tell you that he had shot Nathan?
The next morning.
Okay. And what precipitated that?
I asked him, how'd it go with Nate? Because he said they were just going to talk. They agreed just to talk, not to fight, because Nate wanted to fight him too. It was like the beefing. And I said, well, how did it go? Because he didn't say, And he just said, I shot him. And then just stopped talking to me.
Okay. Did you ask him any follow-up questions or any
Mm-mm.
details about it? No? Did you talk to anybody else about it?
Nope.
Okay. Did you ask Cody to take care of Nate?
No.
To do anything to Nate?
No, that was in his mindset. Like, if he did something to you, then I'm going to do something to him. Like, it's not even worth it. Like, I don't remember. Yes, it's horrible if something happened to me, but I don't remember, Like, just move past it. And he couldn't. Clearly.
Cody may not be able to move past the alleged assault, in Dominique's opinion, but there is one thing he's much better at moving past: law enforcement's attempts to get him to talk. Because when they bring up the same sticker that Dominique has blabbed every detail about, Cody takes a very different approach.
Do you recognize that vehicle?
Yeah, I see them everywhere.
Okay. This one has some particulars about it.
Okay.
Okay. Is this your vehicle?
It doesn't look like my car precisely. There's a sticker in a window.
Has your car ever had a sticker like that?
No.
Never?
Never had a sticker.
Okay. This is, so in Clackamas County, all of our patrol cars have automatic license plate readers. Mm-hmm. And so when they drive around the county, they take pictures of people's cars. Mm-hmm. And then you can search the license plate. This is a picture of your car from from April 28th. That's the day before Nathan's death.
Okay.
And you can see
before?
Yeah, you can see there's a sticker there in the car.
Okay, so somebody put a sticker on my car?
Okay.
I've never had a sticker on my car.
Have you removed a sticker from your car?
No.
No?
No, I've never had that sticker on my car.
Okay.
I mean, obviously it looks like my car, but...
One of the things that we found when we were kind of investigating this is Nathan's phone wasn't with his body when his body was found.
Okay.
And after his death, his phone actually traveled to the area of your apartment.
Okay.
Okay. Did you have Nathan's phone with you?
No.
No?
How could I have his phone if I was never with him?
Basically, what I'm getting at is there's more surveillance images that we've collected, and I'm fairly certain that you're involved in this.
You think I killed him? Seriously?
Yes.
You think I killed him?
And if there's a reason for what happened, if he was threatening you, and I don't know, I wasn't there. You know what I mean? All I know is
Time out.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
Okay.
Lawyer.
You want a lawyer?
Well, obviously, if you guys think I killed somebody, I need a lawyer.
Okay, fair enough. So what's going to happen now is we're going to have you go down to our temporary holding. I'm going to get a search warrant. I'm going to see some of your DNA just on an oral swab.
Okay.
And then lodged in jail.
Okay.
Okay.
When do I get my phone call?
It probably won't be until you get to the jail. Okay?
Okay. What's the DNA for?
For evidence of the crimes.
Okay.
Would you want to voluntarily provide DNA? It'll get you to the jail on your phone call faster.
I mean, why not?
Just like that, Cody stopped providing police with any info. Fortunately, for both us and law enforcement, Dominique has a lot more to say.
So, I've gone over the messages that Detective Hunter's talked about. And I'll be honest with you, I've heard what you said to us, and to a degree it makes sense. But I think you knew a good bit more about his plan. I don't think it was, I'm going to beat this guy up.
That's what...
When the messages and what you're telling me, they don't match the content of the messages. That makes no sense. I think he was planning on killing him the whole time. Or at least shooting him the whole time. The beat up thing, that's out the window based off of all the planning that he did. Doesn't make any sense. So I need you to speak honestly with us about what the actual plan was.
The plan that he told me was that he was going to go meet up with him and they were going to fight each other. But yes, I should have... Okay, you're coming to asking for a gun. I mean...
I think before that, because in your messages, you're asking, is it done? Isn't what you ask beating a guy up. That's a murder. So when for real did you know about the murder that was going to happen? It wasn't right then. It was before that. It had to be. So you just need to be honest with us and talk about that, because we're really asking you questions more about what his mindset was and that sort of thing. This is the time to be honest, because the plan was to beat him up. That's out the window. That's not a real thing. When was the first time that you talked to Cody about killing Nate? Because that was the plan the whole time, and nothing else. I won't believe anything else.
He called me on the way to go meet him.
It was before that. From the messages, I know that it was before that. So when it was, I think it was before Monday, based off the messages. Let me ask you the question to answer first, okay? When did you two talk about the plan to kill Nate? And I know it was before Monday. I know it was before he left the house in the car.
It wasn't my plan.
I didn't say it was. Just when was the first time that you and Cody talked about the plan? Okay. So
he, in his mind, said that he was going to make him pay for what he did to you, and him making him pay was he was gonna hurt him, shoot him, or stab him, do something.
I think the whole time it was shoot, based off the messages. So what specifically did he tell you he was planning on doing? And here's the thing, you've already lied to us. I understand if you're scared about it, but that has got to end. The lying has to end.
I knew when he came into the house and got the gun that that's what he was going to do. Okay. I knew.
When was the first time he said, I'm going to shoot and kill Nate?
Friday is when he had his mind set that that's what he was going to do, and there was no talking him out of it.
And what specifically did he say?
That I'm going to go shoot Nate.
Okay. With the intention?
I guess killing him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now you've given us more info. Tell us, if you don't mind, exactly what he said, when he said it, where you were when the conversation happened, and what he said his intent was going to be.
Friday, I think. I don't know if I don't think we were on the phone. I think we were together, so maybe in the car. And he just said that I'm gonna go shoot him, and that's what I'm gonna do. Like, there was no talking him out of it at all, because he was just gone. Like, gone.
What do you mean by he was gone?
Like, it wasn't Cody. Like, you look at him and it wasn't the Cody that I fell in love with. It wasn't the Cody that, you know, my kids are, oh, that's dad, you know, like, it just wasn't Cody.
Okay. And how early on was it that you knew which gun he was going to use?
I didn't know until he came and got it.
I don't think that's accurate. And let me tell you why, okay? Because My Little Toy is something you knew about, right? So when he said My Little Toy, there were two guns, right? You knew specifically which gun he was talking about. When did he start referring to that gun, the SIG 365 9mm pistol, as his little toy? Because it was before Monday.
Yeah.
Because you knew what he was talking about. Because it could have been.
That is one of the many 6 hours that I've fired.
What'd you say?
That's one of the many 6 hours that I've fired, and on a slightly related note, for self-defense, concealed carry, 6 hour P365 is great.
You're lying. You don't know what that is.
My favorite 6 hour that I ever fired was a P229, though.
Stop bragging. You sound like the first kid. Gosh.
For you not to know what he was talking about, and for that association to occur on Monday. So how long did he refer to that particular pistol, the SIG 365 9mm pistol, as his little toy?
Always.
My little toy.
Since I've had it.
Okay.
Somehow through all of this, Dominique still seems to think that she's in the clear. If she tells police everything she knows, then she's completely and totally absolved of all the crime. But if you've watched even 5 minutes of true crime, you know that's not how things go. Dominique's about to find that out because police have one very, very important question to ask her.
You know, the big question here is, if you knew the plan, why is Nate dead?
There was no stopping Cody at all. No matter how many times I told him, if you do this, you're gonna ruin your life. Your son's gonna grow up without you.
Okay.
Did not care.
If you're driving down the road and you've got your kids with you in the car, and some guy pulls out, or some car hits you and T-bones you, and your kids are bleeding and you think they're gonna die, what do you do?
Call the cops.
Right. You know who could have stopped Nate from being dead?
Me.
Any of us. And you. Right?
Yeah. It's like the hardest thing that I'm dealing with is like, I could have prevented it. All of this around.
Did you try to warn Nate at all?
No. Cody had everything on my
Nate.
phone. Everything was blocked. Everything was, I don't know.
So one of the things that we have are records of Nathan's phone calls, and there are phone calls from your number from the day before.
Yeah, because Nathan blocked Cody for like a couple hours. Cody took my phone and called him. It was like a 5-minute conversation of them just yelling at each other the whole time.
Did you message or otherwise communicate with Nathan in any way about what Cody was going to do to him?
Mm-mm.
Did you message him at all on Monday?
Mm-mm.
Or Sunday?
Mm-mm.
No?
I didn't, no.
After Friday, did you message or talk to him at all?
No, but I know on my phone there was like things between me, but what I'm telling you, like the last week, Cody has had my phone, going through it, like looking at shit like years ago, like deep diving in my phone. And you could ask my mom, he sat there at my mom's phone for hours going through my phone.
When Cody reached out to your dad,
Mm-hmm.
that was after Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that.
He wanted my dad to be there with him, like a partner, I don't know. And my dad pretty much told him that I'm not going to prison for the rest of my life or something like this.
Did he tell your dad what his plan was?
I'm assuming, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just from reviewing these messages, right? It doesn't look good. It looks pretty cold-blooded.
Oh, yeah.
He tells you that he's gonna go shoot Nathan,
Mhm.
right? He tells you, hey, why did he decide to do it then? Why is Monday the day that this happened?
I don't know. I think, honestly, I think that was the first day that I think he was.
Skip a little bit forward.
And you did that knowing what he was about to do.
This person is not as good at making these videos as Ewu crew.
Yeah, there's a lot of filler.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can't walk back. We
Yeah.
can't unring.
Now,
You can't unring the
did
Yeah.
Ewu cover this same thing?
If so, Taylor's even in even more trouble because she picked these videos. Man, if she Taylor, you're grounded. You're
Gonna make her stomp on my balls even harder.
Oh, even harder. They'll teach her.
And this is a loud bell that she's not going to be able to unring. One that sounds strikingly similar to the sound of a jail cell slamming. In most states, any knowledge of or direct involvement in a murder allows the court to charge you with it as well. Drive someone to the scene of the murder, you're facing a murder charge. Give your gun to someone that shoots someone else, yep, murder. Text your baby daddy in detail about their plan to murder their coworker, give them a gun, and check up to see if the job's done after? Oh yeah, that's a murder charge. And no amount of tears will change that.
So as part of this, I'm going to be completely honest with you. In my mind, you're just as guilty as Cody is for this murder. So I guess my question at the end of the day is this. In my mind, there are kind of two options how this went down. Either
I'm not
you knew
finding
about it,
this
which
from
you did,
Ewu.
and
No.
you were like, yep, this needs to happen.
Okay.
Or
We're almost
you
done with
wound
it
him up
anyways.
and let him go,
No.
knowing that this is what he was going to do.
I knew it was gonna
We could
happen.
we could
I
speed
didn't,
this
like,
up to get through
there was
this
no
one
talking
quicker.
him out of it. Like, none.
And
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
I just want to see the part where they
But I'll
get
tell you what,
busted.
if I told my wife,
Busting makes me
hey, I'm
feel
planning on
good.
killing this
Skip
guy,
a little bit more forward.
dude, she would freak out and tell everyone in the world, and then she would stop.
And here's the problem, though, with that mentality, is that he was barely around you because he wasn't staying
He
in the
was with me
apartment.
every night. We were with each other every night.
You had a lot of opportunity that you could have done something, and you didn't do it. And that's a big deal, okay? You had an ample opportunity to reach out for help. You didn't do that.
Mhm.
And you can't all of a sudden now say he was this horrible person and all this other stuff after having previously told us that he never hurt you or anything.
Mhm.
Do I think that he was probably scary to be around? Probably.
Mhm.
You know, the problem was he wasn't around you 24/7. You had
Mhm.
ample opportunity to do something about it. And quite frankly, when you're there when the planning of the murder happens, and you make a statement like, well, if you're going to do it, just do it. That doesn't in any way lead me to believe that you were anything but completely on board.
Do you want to do movie night tonight, Whiskey? Let's think. Yeah, wait.
Whiskey turn.
No, we shouldn't do that. Because if anything, I didn't even think about it. I should have tried to go to sleep early for South Park tomorrow. But yeah, we got to do South Park tomorrow.
Oh, we got South Park tomorrow. That's right.
And probably Gene's going to want to do PPP after South Park. So, but we'll do a movie night soon, Whiskey. Might have to be
we talked about doing
Thursday
PPP a bunch last night, and then nobody responded when it came to PPP tonight.
Yeah. Gene ran away. He ran so far away just to get away.
Does he know that this is happening? Cody?
You know what? What's happened?
That I might be charged with something?
I have no idea. I have no clue. I mean, he knows you were involved in it, so I'm sure that he knows that that's a possibility.
Let's see if next door Cody has been made aware that that's a possibility. Oh, right. By this point in Dominique's interrogation, Cody's probably already fast asleep in his jail cell, likely having nightmares of his legal counsel, who he will be talking with soon, because like an experienced criminal, he asked for a lawyer. Dominique, however, clearly still doesn't realize what's going on.
Am I gonna get arrested?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Yes. And the reason being all the things that we've already talked about, right? At the end of the day, you knew what the plan was. You did nothing to stop it, and you gave him the gun that ultimately was used to shoot and kill me.
So I'm gonna be charged with murder?
You have what? You were an accessory to that, yeah. I mean, that if you're an accessory to a crime, then the charges are the same as the person who carried out the crimes.
You can't believe that she's going to be in trouble too.
You leaving, Dirt?
No. Sorry, that's the cop. Literally just he left her with that.
Oh.
He was like,
I think so,
yeah.
yes, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, that wasn't the guy who was talking. It was a different guy.
The other guy I think was talking to, I don't even know.
It is not appropriate for me to tell you what I think that's going to look like, because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to ever tell you information about any sort of illegal anything, because I'm not an attorney and I'm really not qualified to have that conversation. But I don't think that anyone in Oregon has gone to jail forever. I mean, like a serial killer maybe has. That's about all I can think of off the top of my head. So I don't think
it's okay. It's no big deal. You're just gonna go to jail for 30 years. No big deal. You'll be in and out in no time.
The term "forever" is really applicable in this particular state.
Okay, well, I'd like an attorney now, please.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Finally,
now's the
after
right
the
time.
entire story, she
found the perfect time to ask for an attorney. After she confessed to absolutely everything. You know what? Now I want an attorney. You're so smart. You really thought this through.
for a lawyer, one who honestly can't help her much now.
Yeah.
However, despite asking for counsel, she has one more question for detectives.
What am I going to be charged with?
So I believe you'll be charged with murder 2. And I'm not sure of the...
Jeez.
So I'm going away for a long time?
No, just a couple weeks.
Justice process, okay.
But I can't bail out.
Usually on a murder 2, it's a no bail.
Oh, come on.
Can't bail out. Even if there was a bail, what's it gonna be, like $1 million or some shit? I don't even know what the number would be. Who she knows that has that kind of money is gonna bail her out for some crazy absurd.
Yeah, her well-connected and wealthy tweaker friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the bail's $800,000. Oh yeah, they got it.
Oh, why did you do this? My son, can he be placed with my mom?
So we will work with DHS.
Oh my God.
To determine if DHS feels that your mom is a suitable custodial placement for him, okay?
I'm being charged with it and I didn't even pull the trigger.
or
Yeah, I
victim.
think that's why she's so shocked. She assumed that as long as she's not the one that pulls the trigger, then no way can she get in trouble.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I'm going home, right?
Because you've invoked your right to an attorney, that's not something that... Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Finally, as Dominique's fate sinks in, detectives take a little pity on her and allow her mother and son into the room to bid her farewell.
Hey, Dominique, have your mom here. They're going to come inside, okay? You can sit down if you want.
Calm down, baby. Calm down. They're charging me with these being charged with because you have them on your phone, Dominique.
Remember, it's recorded in here.
I know.
Okay.
This is crazy.
You know nothing. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you love somebody. I know, Mom. No, I know. Can she hold him from?
She can.
Squeaky Mama. Squeaky Mama.
Bam.
He's just like, I don't want to see Mom. She's a dumb bitch.
This is the last time Mama's gonna be able to hold you for another 30 years or something. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Breathe. I didn't do it. I know you didn't do it, Dominique. I know you didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I just instigated it and helped provide the weapon and you know, watched as it was planned out and whatever. I didn't do it though.
Yeah, I just did a bunch of different illegal shit that very clearly makes me an accessory, and I should have known that I was going to get in trouble for it.
Yeah, the fact that it's her gun is such a big factor in it, and you know that's how I feel about freaking parent. You know, I don't know. I feel like we brought something up like this earlier, but like parents who, yeah, we're talking about locking guns up. Like parents who their kids get a hold of their gun and end up doing some school shooting or something. Their parents should be treated just like this, because people need to fucking learn their lesson. Like, don't like. It's not that big of a deal to lock up your gun.
I mean, I'm known for how much I love guns, and I do not disagree with that at all.
Yeah, and like nowadays it's not very complicated. Just, you know, pay a couple $100 for something that you know a code for, and you put it in there, close it, and whenever you want it, you go 22857, boom. I got my shotty now. It's not that big of a deal. Now we don't have school shooting. You know?
I don't have that type of locker, but I also don't have any children or tweakers living with me.
Yeah, well, yeah. If it's just another adult with you or something, it doesn't matter. But I'm talking about kids.
Yeah, it's all
stuff.
adults around my place.
Or people mentally ill or stuff as well. You know, you need to lock your gun up from people. But yeah, let's see. So the last time, it's so crazy. I'm sure we're about to learn how long she ends up being in prison for, whatever, how long her sentence is. But I would guess something like 20 to 30 years. Like I would think. I don't know.
I'm going to gym. I know, babe. I know. Are you able to keep him? I don't know, they're checking with DHS right now, so I'm taking him if they say it's okay, yeah. Oh, God!
She's lucky she's got a mom there to do that. Seems like a good
I
mom.
won't be able to get bail! I don't know if you'll be able to, I don't know.
Usually on this, until it goes through arraignment and stuff, it'll probably be a no bail to start. So.
Okay. I didn't even trigger.
And that's another thing about this is I feel kind of bad for like, oh, their kid's not gonna have his mom now, but in reality, probably the kid's probably gonna be better off not having this kind of bitch that does this kind of crazy shit, the kind of bitch that keeps a dude around her kids that does this kind of crazy shit, and she instigates this kind of crazy shit.
Sounds like both dudes sucked too.
Yeah. Her mom's wearing her hair the same way, yeah?
I'm so sorry. You can't talk about it, but I don't even know.
Yeah, again, I want to just make, she's invoked her right to an attorney. This is recorded, and so I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want
Nothing, yeah. I love her. I will. I don't know what to tell her. I'm not telling her nothing. Go away forever.
Oh, Bill Higgs. You have such interesting criticism in this moment, Bill. He's criticizing their hair
I'm so mad.
in the chat. What the fuck? Of all things. They have matching tattoos.
They do.
I think they're maybe not matching, but they look similar. Maybe they're matching? I don't know.
They're equally trashy, like the hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we gotta go. Okay.
We gotta get her to go.
Oh, so
talk
the
to
DHS. Okay, so I can take him. Calm down. I love you. I don't know. I don't even remember. I don't know how to call you.
We'll write down your number,
Okay.
your phone number for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure
Or
she has it.
contact.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Dominique will be locked away for most of her son's childhood, but not all of it. She took a plea deal in court, pleading guilty to manslaughter in the first degree and unlawful use of a weapon. In total, she's set to spend 12 years in prison with the possibility of parole. Cody, on the other hand, faced more severe charges. Ultimately, he pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the first degree and assault in the first degree with a firearm, resulting in 27.5 years in prison. By the time Cody...
That sounds reasonable. I think maybe. I don't know.
is released, their son will be older than his
Free
father
my
was
boy.
at the time of his arrest. Special thanks to MyHeritage
Wait a
for
second,
sponsoring today's
back
video.
that up.
Special thanks to MyHeritage. What?
Go back to that last picture.
This one?
I think I might be able to recognize that place that they're at in this photo.
Yeah.
Like a sports bar thing.
Yeah, it looks a lot like a place that's in the area that they live in that I've been to a few times.
Were you the one holding the camera?
Yep, absolutely.
You're the one that committed man's laughter?
Man's laughter.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with Whiskey Tom. I feel bad because I was looking forward to this old lady story. I'll probably listen to you guys cover it.
No. What?
Can't keep my eyes open.
Here, I'll get on camera.
5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. here. Maybe Crow wants.
Yeah,
to
they're on that weird ass 3 hour ahead bullshit.
Bullshit. Crow, you want to join, Crow?
Yeah, let's get Crocephine in
You
here.
should tip me, Crow, and come hang out with us, and then tip me some more after you're here. And then tip.
All right, team.
What?
Good night. See you next
All right.
time.
All right, have a good
Later,
night,
homeboy.
gay boy.
See you later, white boy.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure Taylor fell asleep because I texted her and she hasn't responded.
Oh, yeah, she hasn't said anything for, like, I don't know. You tell me. It's been long enough where, yeah, I assume she's knocked out by now. She didn't mute herself, though, so I'm surprised we don't hear snoring.
Hear a fart really loud out of nowhere.
Yeah, fart. Oh, Crow doesn't even like us. He doesn't even want to hang out with us. He's like, I'm
Makes
good.
sense.
He's like, I'm good. He only likes hanging out with Gene. What a dick butt. Do 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 do. Alright, let's just fix some of the cameras really quick here. Okay.
Oh, don't make excuses, drunken crow. Don't be a drunken hoe.
What a complainer. It's 4 a.m. Yeah. Man. I actually kind of want to maybe call it a night because I do have to do I got
South Park
thing, and it's better for me to get up early and start it. I want to try to get up early and start it.
See what you did, Crow? You
Clear.
ended the stream by not joining it.
But this old woman, like, kills somebody. And we couldn't, I don't know, we can cover it on the next one. I don't know.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, some old bitch did a murder.
No, I don't snore, Bill Hicks. It's a lie. But yeah, so we covered the 2 stories, and then there's this story with a chick that I cannot pronounce her name at all. Like, here, you try to pronounce that.
Okay, let's see. Not letting me see. Yeah, it's not. It's too blurry.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the title.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Uganda Bush Bomb.
Yeah, and look at her. You would not think her name's. Well, by looking at her, you would think it's just like Lisa Simpson or something simple, you know?
Lisa Simpson.
I don't know, just something simple. I don't know why I said Lisa Simpson, but
pretty sure that's a kid.
She grew up now, okay? I'm going to stream. Yeah, now she's an old lady that murders. I'm going to stream RoboCop a bit later. You don't know how to play that game, Radai. RoboCop. Was that the one that came out not long ago? I remember seeing that that it was coming out, but I never played it. But I guess maybe on the next episode here of High Crimes, we'll go over this one. 70-year-old woman that ends up shooting her crush. It's crazy. That's one way to flirt. Right, guys? Don't leave me, chat. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. How much likes are we at? 23 likes. Okay. So yeah. Tomorrow we got a big day ahead of us, a new South Park episode. Do you think they're gonna make it about Charlie Kirk?
Charlie Murked?
Charlie Murked.
Hey, there's Crow.
Drunken Crow. It's you.
Are we gonna get naked and touch each other right here on the show?
Hell yeah. Right, Crow? So, Crow, you excited for the new South Park episode tomorrow about Charlie Kirk?
Oh, they're actually gonna make another Charlie Kirk episode.
I don't know. That's my joke though. Is that, you know? I wonder what they're gonna do with that. If they're gonna do anything more with it, it would be pretty crazy if they actually chose to go in the direction of still doing another Charlie Kirk episode, especially right now when there's so much attention on this Charlie Kirk thing. But I don't know. I don't know if they do that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They might be like edgy enough to be like, "Oh, we pulled the first episode because it was a stunt, and then we're gonna make another episode for, like, you know."
Well, you know, I didn't look completely into it, but reading like what I saw of it, what I got was Cable pulled it. Not
Comedy Central pulled it.
Yeah.
But they're talking about on cable. They're not talking about on streaming services and stuff. And that's just because cable's way too mainstream. They're trying to keep all their. They have very little this is what I would think is they don't have advertisers like the big guys. Like they're trying to keep everybody they can. And they're one drunken crow. Jesus Christ. So gosh. See. But anyways, they're trying to keep it like PG so they can keep all their advertisers and stuff. That's what I think it is. They're not trying to piss off anybody and everything. They're trying their best to do that. South Park, the makers of it wouldn't pull that. That'd be stupid. Like, just because they criticize someone and then they end up dying relatively close to that episode being pulled, that's stupid. Like, if Obama... Right. I didn't mean PG, Bill Hicks. I used the wrong word. Whatever. Stop being a queer. God, he's such a queer, isn't he? I don't know if they have that much edge. But I guess I'm gonna end this stream and maybe do another high crimes in the next couple of days or something, and we can cover more of these. We can cover this old crazy lady who needs to get the Keno. So all right.